Hey there, folks. Adam here going live. We have to track a few storms today. We're already seeing some rotation. Let's just jump right into radar. Let's jump over here to Instant Weather Pro. We put out a rotation polygon for this part of the cell down here in the south. This is east of St. Clair. And there's also this area of rotation too. So there's two areas of rotation on the same cell. It's kind of hooking here and hooking here. My polygon might not be south enough. I might have to send a new one here, but those two areas are a concern right now. That's 142. We should have a new radar frame anytime soon. Let me know in the comments if the audio sounds okay, if the video is all right, if all that stuff is coming through good. And yeah, we're watching this closely because of... I took a look at the models this morning. Kyle on our team pointed out that some things looked pretty interesting, and I took a look at it and went, oh yeah, things do look interesting. I posted a notification for some minor rotation that happened earlier down here near Sinasac Corners. It looks like it may have weakened, which is good news for those in that particular area, so we'll see what happens with that. But so I'm probably going to scrap that polygon. There is a rainfall warning here for Essex County, including Windsor, for flooding. Patricia says it looks good, sounds good, all good, everybody, cool. All right, good to know. But yeah, this is the storm we're concerned with right now. It is under a severe thunderstorm warning from Environment Canada. We did post a minor rotation notification here a little bit to the north, but it looks like that part of it is weakened. But the part that's getting stronger is down here. It keeps continuing to stretch to the south. You can see the rotation right here near Aberfeldy, heading down towards Cairo. And then there is that rotation a little bit right here. You can see the storm starting to hook right here, getting a lot clearer. And you can see this evident rotation here as well, too. If I go to tilt 2, it doesn't look as strong. So not as strong up high, but definitely seeing some rotation down here at the lower levels. So I think I'm probably going to stretch that polygon a little bit down. I put it a little bit too far east, and these storms are actually trying to stretch to the southeast. So I'm going to have to adjust that. It's still just inside my polygon, but I'm going to make a new one here in the background. Give me just 1 second. I want to make sure that folks in that area know what is happening. And so let me just jump into my map here and stretch that polygon a little bit further to the south. Let's see here. I see where the southern side of that storm is. So it's just kind of north of Dresden, northeast of Dresden, it looks like. Right here near Cairo, I think Cairo, Florence, Don, Euphemia. Ah, the Mia. I didn't have the Mia right. By the way, Alana's joining us on the stream. Everybody say hi to Alana. Thank you so much for your help. Brennan's moving today, so he's a little bit busy, but I'm sure he'll be checking in here and there. But he's a little bit busy at the moment, so. I'm going to make a polygon that just goes just north of Dresden all the way down to Thamesville, all the way over here and back up. So I think the northern rotation seems to still be in my polygon here. Yeah, this is still in my polygon, but this is starting to sneak out of it. So I'm just going to create a polygon that's basically going this way to catch the southern stretch of this storm. I think that is good. I have a feeling it's going to keep stretching to the south. So I'm actually going to include Dresden and go a little bit further to the southeast here. Let me just do that right now. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just creating a polygon for here down to the south. If you don't receive these notifications when I send them out, then you probably don't have our free app, which is called Instant Weather, and you can get it at instantweatherapp.com. Instantweatherapp.com. Let's see here. On the storm near I'll just say Cairo at this point. Cairo. Tracking to the southeast. And the timing here is 1:53. I was looking forward to really sleeping in, but that didn't happen. But that's okay. That's fine. I've been trying to make up for the sleep I missed those previous days during those live streams. That I don't think you can catch up on it. There's no catching up on missed sleep, supposedly. So, oh well. Okay, I'm going to send that notification down to 732 people in the path of that one. And that should be going out shortly. We should see that on the Instant Weather Pro here as well. Yeah, down towards Croton, Wabash, Thamesville area. It seems to be heading in that direction. As soon as this updates, it'll show my polygon. We are also watching an area up here. I'm going to bring up our forecast map. I whipped this up today, early this afternoon. And we're watching carefully to these storms that were supposed to pop over this area right here, Kincardine. It looks like they might not be as strong as the models anticipated, so that would be a good thing, because we did see a risk earlier on in the model data that said there could be a strong storm that pops up near Kincardine and moves east towards Barrie. And if that storm did happen, then, especially if it was isolated, which this is kind of not... Oh, you can't see what I'm talking about. Sorry. This is kind of not isolated here. This is kind of just turning into a rain shower. If it decides to strengthen, then it could be something interesting. But if it decides to stay a rain shower, then that would be great. Then there's probably no risk from Kincardine to Barrie if this just decides to stay a rain shower. But if this does strengthen, then that could be an issue. But we said Kincardine 1 to 3 p.m. and then it's 2 p.m. right now coming through. So the timing is right, but and it did actually look a little bit stronger over the water. It was starting to develop into a little storm, and so we thought, oh, maybe this is going to happen in the kind of Kincardine to Barrie area. Well, we'll see what it does, because this could turn into something. But right now, it's just a rain shower. It's nothing much. Maybe there's a little bit of lightning and gusty winds in there, but not an issue. But down here, a little bit different. These storms have definitely kicked it up a notch. You can see lots of lightning data on there. You can see this hook. You can see that evident rotation. And again, we should have a new frame pretty darn soon, I would think. That's the 48 frame. It's not going to be long until we have a new frame on that one. So, oh, just as I said that, there's your new frame. Okay, so I'm just checking something down here. Yeah, so there's your new frame. You can see my new rotation polygon on that storm. I maybe have gone a little bit too far to the south with it, but it's been trying to stretch down towards Thamesville, but maybe more towards the West Elgin area, Bothwell possibly, but still seeing that rotation near Cairo, and still seeing this rotation up here. And oh boy. Oh
Adam,
boy.
We have a tornado warning.
And there's your tornado warning. So there's your hook echo. Thank you, Alana. You scared me when you said that. I thought I don't know why that scared me when you said that. I thought you weren't going to say warning. I thought you weren't going to say warning. I thought you were going to say tornado. And I was just like, ugh, and then you said warning. I'm like, okay.
Well, you said, oh boy, just as I got the alert on my phone. It's like,
okay.
oh.
Yeah, they're seeing this hook echo here in Environment Canada. They're seeing that rotation right there. And there you go. We have a tornado warning right now for areas west of London. So because you're close enough to the tornado warning in London, everybody in London just got that. I'm going to go live on Facebook here.
Okay,
I haven't gone live on Facebook yet. I'm going to do that right now. We are going live on Facebook.
I'm going to pop on Twitter because I think Alex Mass might be on the storm.
Okay.
So I'm going to see if I can get anything here.
I'm going to go on. Yeah, all of that looks good. Okay, I'm launching on Twitter and on Facebook. Biggie to bam. There, we are live. Tornado warning just west of London on this supercell. Oh boy, that got nasty pretty quick. That is definitely developing into a pretty strong looking supercell right there. We've got rotation on multiple tilts. We've got a very, very evident hook echo. And I would not be surprised if this decided to produce... one second here. Okay, so welcome to all those on Facebook who are joining us in the live stream as well too, and on Twitter. We have just launched into those platforms because we are dealing with a pretty darn. Everybody says, "Oh, I haven't got a tornado warning in London." Well, there is no tornado warning in London, so preferably you don't receive it. Although, I mean, you probably want to know about this rotating supercell that's just west of London. But still, I mean, it's not for London yet. It won't be long until I'm sure they extend it east to London. If it continues to look like this with this big hook echo, yeah, this is very, very evident rotation we have here on this particular storm. And yeah, that's how these things go. So we put out a rotation polygon for this a while back, and now we have a tornado warning on it from Environment Canada. And yeah, it is definitely timing for London, please, soon. So the time, it's now is the time in London to start preparing to take shelter. So you can see, let me hit play and you can see which way the storm is going.
Going towards more St. Thomas.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, it actually is moving more towards the east at this point in time. And so it is more of a St. Thomas risk, actually. So London is probably actually okay with this storm.
But for people who are St. Thomas, maybe into Aylmer, might want to keep an eye on things. You don't need to take shelter as of right now, but we're definitely going to be wanting to keep an eye on this.
Yeah, I would say if you're in St. Thomas, I would just be getting prepared now, because you got to find the cat, you got to find the dog, you got to round everybody up, you got to try to get them to the basement. Yeah, this is probably the time to start doing those things, just so when it's on top of you, you're not rushing around doing that. So I would go ahead and say, but if you are right now, if you're in Maxville, if you're in North Eckford, if you're in Longwood, Melbourne, Mayfair, Appin, if you're in Riverside, Middlemiss, Muncie, Lawrence Station, South Wold, Frome, South Wold again. I don't know why there's so many South Wolds. Iona Station, Fingal, and down towards Port Stanley and St. Thomas. If you're in these areas right now, this is moving to the east. It's moving due east right now. It could stretch to the southeast, but it is moving due east at the moment. So again, I'm going to slow down the animation here because that was a little bit fast. I'm going to hit play, and we can take a look exactly which way it's going. So this is the storm right here. We did rotation detected right here, and as you can see, it's strengthened, it's hooking, and now we have the rotation heading right towards Muncie, Melbourne. Yeah, if you are in that area right now, you need to take shelter immediately. This is a hooking supercell inside of a tornado warning, inside of our rotation detected polygon. It is continuing to move to the east, and it is looking pretty grumpy. So I would go ahead and say it's time to take shelter if you are in these areas. Again, right now, it is right on top of Walkers and Maxville, North Eckford, Springfield area, Longwood, Melbourne, Mayfair is where it's heading. So if there was a tornado on the storm, it would be right here, just north of Maxville. It just crossed Thames Road. It's moving towards Glendon Drive, and Melbourne is directly in the path of this one. Mayfair, Melbourne, directly in the path of that one right now. I'm going to go flip over to correlation coefficient, and we're just going to take a peek and see if there's a debris signature on this. There is a little bit of a drop right there. Whoa, we just got a new update, actually. So let me just flip back to velocity so we can see what's going on with the rotation. And yeah, so the hook is softening a little bit, which is good news. It's still there. The rotation isn't as evident as it was in the previous couple of frames, but that doesn't mean it's not going to recycle here. So I would say still be taking shelter, especially if you're in Melbourne right now. If you're on Highway 2, is that Highway 2? What is that? Let me zoom in. Longwoods Road, Springfield Road. You're not going to want to be in this area right now. This is a dangerous place to be because this could certainly put down a tornado with this storm. It is definitely looking pretty strong. Let's go look at some other areas of this storm, though, because it's going to be pretty dynamic. Yeah, this rotation is actually increasing over here. What we talked about before with Cairo. Yeah, so that's starting to hook, and we're starting to see rotation right near Cairo as well, too. Potentially that's even more evident than what we're seeing down here. The rotation keeps... There's two areas of concern. Right here near Melbourne, which is underneath the tornado warning, but also over here near Cairo. This is definitely strengthening. Let's go to tilt 2. Let's see what tilt 2 is doing. Tilt 3. The storm's pretty dynamic. Not super supported up top for the rotation, but tilt 1 is definitely evident for rotation right here near Cairo, east of Adon, Euphemia, and heading down to the southeast towards Bothwell. Let me just see exactly which way it's going. We've been seeing that little bit of rotation there. It kind of, you can see, because the next frame, it's like, it's kind of there. And then it's still kind of shifting around right now, right near Cairo. So if you're in those areas, and that's kind of right where this kind of a hook section is, this little bit of a notch here and rotation right as well. So there's two areas of rotation we're concerned with. Again, what's happening towards Melbourne right now is the strongest, or it was the strongest. There's a lot of noise there with it as well too. I wonder if that's could be wind farms down there. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's this is the storm right here that is under tornado warning, and you need to be taking shelter in Melbourne. And I'd probably say if you're in the Cairo area, Bothwell, Newbury, Moravian Town. If you're in Moravian Town, Clatchin, those areas need to be taking shelter with this as well too. Looks like there's a lake breeze in play right now, which is kicking things off. So kudos to Kyle on our team for noticing that. We brought Kyle in pretty recently, and he's been giving us some pretty good heads up on some stuff. So kudos, Kyle, kicking it up a notch. It's good for you. I like it. Another area rotation I just noticed right now on this storm up here near Mount Carmel. This is still in my minor rotation polygon because we were seeing some upper level rotation, but I just see a third area of rotation right now, and it is being supported on tilt 2. It is evident on tilt 3 and a little bit on tilt 4, but yeah, that's starting to rotate here, and that could actually be more of a downburst signature potentially because you see it kind of pushing out this way and that way. But that may be some minor rotation right there. We're going to keep a close eye on that one. Let's go take a look a little bit further to the north. I still want to keep an eye on what's happening over here east of King Carden, even though right now it looks like a mess. Okay, it looks like a mess so far. That's good. Some of the stuff we've seen on the model data really... Oh, yeah, see, there you go. So this was looking just like a little rain shower, and now it's starting to look like a little bit more. In fact, there actually is some very, very weak rotation with it. It's got a very, very tiny little hook on it. You might think this is zippity-doo-dah, but that's how these things start. That's how they actually kick it up a notch. So, wow. Never mind. I thought it was still nothing, but no, it's something already. So let's go to tilt 2 on velocity. And here's their tilt 2 mezzo. Here's your tilt 3. Yeah, so that's going. So there's that. Okay, well, I'm going to send a minor rotation notification. Even though that's a little baby, I'm expecting that storm to do something because we've been watching that very carefully on the model data. And so our little baby storm here east of King Carden is the start of what we were expecting it to be. And here we are. We're dealing with that now. So that's how that goes. So let's see here. So it's just east of King Carden near Glamis. Let me just zoom in here. East of King Carden near Glamis is the area. 1 second here. It's due east of King Carden. Okay, so let me just do a polygon on this one. And zoom back here and do a little... Give folks a heads up, because I have a feeling that storm is going to do what it was trying to do on the models. Maybe it'll just stay a little rain shower, but this is the earliest heads up I think I've given on a storm in a long time. But this storm we were waiting for, and here it goes. So let me just do this polygon here in the background. Give me a second. And let's just see here. Yeah, that is east of King Carden and is moving due east. Let's just see here. Yeah, moving due east. Right now it's a whole lot of basically nothing, but it's not going to be long till it's something. Probably Pinkerton Station, Brockton area. So I'm gonna get my polygon ready because it's still a nothing-ish storm. I'm gonna get my little polygon ready for minor rotation detected, and as soon as we have a new update, we get 6-minute updates now on the new radar. So minor rotation on this storm east of King Carden, tracking to the east towards Hanover, probably. We do have a camera in Hanover, so we can go take a look at that. Hanover, etc. And the timing will probably be 2:09. I'm going to make a guess. It's going to be 2:09 by the time I send it out. So you get to hear about this polygon. Oh, okay. And still no minor rotation on it, though. It actually got weaker on the next frame. So I'm going to wait on it. But this storm is the one that I've been waiting on all day so far. And now it even looks more impressive. So I'm still waiting on my polygon. I'm going to wait till there's actually minor rotation on it. But I think this storm's going to cook here. So yeah. Okay, let's go back down and take a look at what's happening in the south. We do have new frames now. We can go take a look at the storm that is under a tornado warning here. Oh, that's still the 20... No, that's right. That's the 206 frame. So this is still going. It still has a hook. So if you're in Melbourne, you want to take shelter with that one right now. And let's go take a look to the south. And this rotation continues southeast of Cairo. continuing to see some rotation here. So the Bothwell, Newbury, Wardsville, Clatchin area, maybe down towards West Elgin. I would say you probably want to be oh, okay. Let's go find more areas of rotation. Just south of Chatham-Kent right now is another pocket of rotation. It's actually moving to the northeast, potentially right towards Chatham-Kent, by the way, Patricia, on our team, and Lindsay. Heads up there, because that's coming right at you. I need to get rid of this polygon, but that's the least of my concern right now. Let me go take a look at Detroit. Holy moly, Detroit really thinks this Melbourne Mayfair storm is kicking hard. Yeah, it really, really, really likes that storm.
So must be picking up some intense upper level rotation.
That's right, exactly. I'm going to go check some data here in the background because machine learning just told me one of these storms has a 17% chance of a tornado, which is pretty high. Which is pretty high. Yeah, that really kicked it up a notch. And let's see which one it is. Yeah, it's this one. It's sorry, it is. Yeah, it is this one. Yeah. And then there's the one to the north, so that's 3%, and the one way up there is nothing. Okay. So I still want to watch the nothing storm, but this one here, it's kind of blended them all into one thing, but it's probably this. Oh yeah, because look, it's been multiple frames here. Whoa. Yeah, so that's the one under a tornado warning right now. That is the Melbourne cell right there. So yeah, that meso is super duper strong coming from Nexrad, and Nexrad is not that far away. Exeter is closer. There's something going on here. This might actually be the signature here. It might be this like a little bit of a disconnected signature, but it's really, really strong values right here. So yeah, if you are in the Melbourne area, Middle Miss, you need to take shelter immediately with this one. Everyone in London wants to know how they're doing, and London's actually doing okay. This storm, initially I thought London, it was moving more towards the northeast, but it's actually moving east. So I think London is actually doing okay. But this rotating supercell here, really, really strong. And the upper levels are very supportive. Very, very supportive. It looks like the couplet, actually, let me zoom in here. This actually is the couplet. The fact that we have missing data is a classic thing that happens to Canadian radars. These values could actually be so high that they think it's noise, and that could actually be the rotation right here, right over Melbourne right now, because that's where the hook is. I mean, you can see the hook very evident right here. So yeah, that is strong. 17% chance of a tornado for machine learning on that storm. And also, let's not forget about Chatham-Kent, though, because that looks like it's kicking up a notch, too. And it is moving to the northeast. And it might be because of a storm. It might be a cell merger. Yeah, there's a cell merging going on. So you see the cell up to the north, and it's merging in with the cell. Sometimes the cell merger can give us like some rotation, and we're like, oh, that looks like it's strong rotation, but it goes away after the merge. So that might be the case. I'm still going to go minor on it. Here. Oh boy, so I've got my polygon ready for the storm to the north, and I'm going to go do a minor on Chatham-Kent right now. Well, today sure kicked it up a notch. Holy, if you're in Melbourne, take shelter immediately with that storm. The Nexrad radar from Detroit, the U.S. radars, which are quite incredible at tracking tornadoes, they are very, very excited. 17% tornado risk of the storm that is heading through Melbourne right now, down to the southeast towards the St. Thomas area. So where is this going? This is going to the northeast from Prairie Siding, from Rhodes area, right into Chatham-Kent right now. That is a cell merger, but I'm still proactively, because cell mergers can also sometimes strengthen after they merge. I'm going to do a polygon for... Where's North Buxton? That's what it is. Okay, so North Buxton area all the way through Chatham-Kent. And which way is it going here? It's moving in such a weird direction. It's moving against the grain. Because everything's kind of moving to the... This is moving due northeast. Yeah, this is moving northeast, but it is a cell merger. So we'll see what it does. But I'm not wasting any time on that. At Chatham-Kent, most of Chatham-Kent, at least the southern part of Chatham-Kent, I'm going to send a polygon to. And I have a feeling that might end up extending more to the east. So I'm gonna do something like this. I don't know. It's a complicated polygon. You can't see it in the background, but okay. Minor rotation detected on this storm, moving northeast into southeastern Chatham. So I keep calling it Chatham-Kent, but southeast Chatham. Yeah, moving into southeast Chatham. Chatham-Kent is the region. Chatham itself is the town. Chatham, Chatham, etc. Okay, so the timing here is 2:13. Okay, I'm going to send that notification to 2,280 folks. We have an... Ooh, hold on. Actually, hold on. We're going to look at a few other things. Okay. I was just about to send that, and just like I said, because it's a cell merger, it actually has weakened. So it looked decent for that frame, and it's starting to weaken again. So I think I'm going to wait on that one. Still tilt 2, still tilt 3. It's still there, but it's very, very soft values. Now there's a stronger signature up here near Northwood. And again, there's still this rotation here near Bothwell, and we still have that Melbourne cell, which is quite concerning. Let's go take a look at NextRad right now. Yeah, let's go look at KDTX NextRad radar. Okay, this might be good news for the Melbourne cell. It may have weakened a bit, but boy, was it strong there. We actually have the 3-minute radar updates now from US radars, which is awesome. So we get to see this kind of stuff on Instant Weather Pro here. So the rotation was very, very strong on one of the previous frames here. 66.6 kilometers an hour versus 100.8. So actually, sorry, that's on that side. So it actually is. The rotation there was 70 plus 100, so a little less than 170 kilometers an hour rotation on that storm at that point. And that's over Melbourne. Oh, we're already getting another update. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, actually, let's go and forward. Yeah, we're still waiting for the new velocity. Velocity takes a few extra seconds to come out from the National Weather Service. But I hope the upper levels are weakening on this one. That would be great. But big-time hail, though. Big-time hail here. Tracking east into Muncie and Southwold, Middle Miss. Yeah, so let's go look at a few different storms. I have to keep an eye on our storm east of Kincardine. Now it's got a little hail signature on it. So it's starting to strengthen. So we were concerned about this storm, and it showed up. Wow, our models sometimes they are brutal, but sometimes they're like, hey, there's going to be a storm east of Kincardine at 2 p.m., and bam, there it is. That's the storm east of Kincardine at 2 p.m. Wow, you called it there, models. Holy. Wow. Models weren't very great yesterday, though. When you have something, there's something about deratios and MCSs that models aren't great with. And we didn't have a deratio yesterday, but it was actually a dying deratio. It could have potentially become one, but it actually died out, but still caused quite a bit of wind damage. Still went kind of through, this same corridor like we had the previous one. And those are really, really hard. Those are really tricky to predict. Models have a very difficult time with predicting those systems. Oh, Miranda said she has a report of what looks like maybe a little bit of a touchdown. That was in the comments. Miranda, where was that exactly? Can you, Alana? I don't know if Miranda's listening to the live stream, but can you ask her in our team chat where that was? What comment thread that was on, please? I'd like to find out.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's see if we get a new U.S. radar update. U.S. radar is also very excited about the strong wind potential here down by Appledore, 86 kilometers an hour so far. That's not too far from that radar. Oh, we're already getting another U.S. update. We get 2 U.S. updates per every 1 U.S. update. So I think the tornado warning has ended now. Yes, they have ended the tornado warning. So that's good news. Although I don't think this is over. I think that we're still deep in it here. Still severe thunderstorm warnings in place. Still seeing strong winds down here heading into Thamesville. There's another cell back here near Mitchell's Bay developing. So there's a whole bunch of storms moving through deep southwestern Ontario here. Still waiting for the severe thunderstorm watch to come in. I'm not sure how many warnings they're going to issue before they issue a severe thunderstorm watch here. Sometimes it's a little backwards, where a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings are issued, a tornado warning is issued, and then eventually the severe thunderstorm watches come out. It's supposed to be the other way around, of course. You're supposed to have the watches first. And this might actually help the confusion, where a lot of folks are confused. Which one's worse, a watch or a warning? And it's like, well, typically you watch for a warning. And in this particular circumstance, you send out a bunch of warnings first and then eventually issue a watch. So, yeah. Anywho, moving on, we have this is still a pretty nasty storm that's in the Melbourne area, probably producing some hail. Oh, okay. That was a comment on Miranda's post on her own personal Facebook profile. Any chance you can go to that, or any chance you can ask her where that happened? And can you send that to the NTP, please? Looks like a little wispy funnel cloud. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if it was scud or if it was actually funnel, but it kind of looks like a funnel to me. Yeah, so strong winds here down by Thorncliffe, Kent Bridge, tracking to the southeast. Strong winds into Thamesville as well. You can see this like pink area of stronger winds, 93.6 kilometers an hour now on that one. There's no severe thunderstorm warning on this storm. Really? Okay, no severe thunderstorm warning in this storm, so I better send a polygon here. I already sent one to Thamesville, but these winds are strengthening even more. And I think it's closer to Detroit than it is to Exeter. So, okay, new polygon coming in. It's a day of polygons. If you don't receive these notifications that I'm sending out, and you're in the area I'm talking about, then you probably don't have our free app. And if you do, you might want to delete it and reinstall it just to make sure your notifications are working great. So these strong winds are actually heading, more to the east. So heading towards Thamesville, Newbury, somewhere between Thamesville and Newbury right now. Let me see here, Thamesville and Newbury. Okay, I see. I'm going to go all the way down to Chatham with it. Cut it right through Chatham, Kent. And right to the water here. On that storm, because it is definitely got some strong wind gusts on there. South of Dresden now. And could be severe on that particular storm. So I'm going to send there's no severe thunderstorm warning on it at this point. I'm not sure why, but anyways. Damaging wind gusts have been detected on the storm near Thamesville, tracking to the southeast towards Lake Erie. One second here. Thamesville and Apple Door, tracking to southeast towards Lake Erie. The timing here is 2:22 in 5 seconds. It's 2:22. 2:22. Here we go. Sending that out right now to 1,643 people in the path, and it is sent. If you are in the path of that storm, severe thunderstorm warning has been issued 26 seconds ago. Okay. Kudos to Environment Canada for getting that out. Very, very strong wind gusts here, tracking to the southeast. And that is, we're still seeing rotation on this storm, the Middle Mist storm. This is the storm that was under a tornado warning earlier. The tornado warning was dropped, but it may strengthen up again. So we're gonna have to watch this closely. Get rid of that severe thunderstorm potential from way earlier. I'm going to get rid of the minor rotation for the east of Amherstburg. I'm getting rid of that one. And let's go. We have to look at a bunch of different storms here. So let's keep an eye on our storm here. This is the one we were concerned with from the model data. And it's still going. Here's our little storm east of Kincardine. The reason I have not sent a notification on this one yet is because I do not see any rotation with it yet. Very, very minor, very soft. If it starts to strengthen, I will definitely be putting a polygon on that one. But right now, very, very soft. We can go take a look at it too from the Hanover webcam from the Hanover airport. But yeah, these are the storms down here we're quite concerned with. We are seeing a little bit of rotation here, but that actually, again, might be a cell merger happening. This is, again, pretty dynamic storm. We do have this, looks like some rotation here near Bothwell. That's been going on for quite some time. If we go back, we can see that we've been watching that for several frames. It continues towards Clatchin. Excuse me, Clatchin, West Elgin. Yes, so we're watching that closely.
Gonna highlight a super chat real quick.
Oh, sorry, I don't have I took the stream down. 1 sec. Oh, Blue Desolation, thank you so much for the super chat. Why does it seem like when bad weather approaches Burlington, it breaks up? I jokingly call it the dome of protection. It's just circumstantial, and it changes season by season. Sometimes Burlington gets smashed with severe weather. Sometimes Burlington gets training storms off of Lake, Ontario that end up being significant flooding and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's just circumstantial to each season. Each season is different. So I would definitely not assume there actually is a dome that covers your area. That is definitely not the case. But yeah, anyways, it's just something that happens. I have not notified everybody that we're live, so I'm actually going to go and notify central regions now. I don't think I'm going to notify Eastern Ontario yet until maybe later on tonight if things get more interesting for them. But I'm going to go notify the central regions now. Let's see here. Actually, we're still just dealing with storms. Right now, we're just dealing with storms that are covered in my polygon. So I'm going to wait. Only notified those that were actually potentially affected by these storms right now. So I'm going to wait with that notification. Amy L, super chat sticker. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Let's see here. Thank you, Icy. Icy says, hey, Adam, I've been watching radar on a different tab of my PC for Wallsburg. I'm not sure, but at one point I swear it looked like it was trying to develop a hail core area on it. But as I said, I'm not sure. All good. All right, were you watching Instant Weather Pro or were you watching something else? When you say a tab on your PC, it makes me think you're using Instant Weather Pro because it is a website. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Teresa said you're louder than me. I was wondering, I had to turn my volume down. I thought it was just me that I had my volume too high, but yeah, you were super duper duper loud.
And that's weird because I had to turn up my mic previously because I was too quiet.
That's interesting. Well, maybe things have changed, but you still sound actually pretty loud. Well, let Teresa let us know. Teresa, are we even, or is Alana louder? 1 second here. She's typing. Oh boy. I just noticed that because it just came outside the radar. Very, very strong wind gusts on this storm that has just moved east of the Exeter. And there's your, look at that. That's what I like to see. See, that's perfect. Severe thunderstorm warning, bang on that storm. That's what I'm talking about. I'm still going to send a polygon on this one though, because it is looking really, really strong. It really just kicked it up a notch as soon as it left the radar site. It really kicked it up a notch in strength. And that is moving to the southeast eventually towards St. Mary's, and that may eventually head towards Woodstock as it continues to the southeast here. So, new polygon. All right. Sending out polygons left and right here. It is under severe thunderstorm warning, which is great. I'm still going to send a polygon just right around the storm itself so folks know exactly where it is and where it's heading, where the strongest areas are. That's what we like to do, bring clarity to these storms here. So right now it's going through the Kirkton area. Exeter. Let's see here, right around the radar. And it is moving to the southeast towards kind of St. Mary's area. Let me just turn on the radar. Yeah, that's basically where it's going. Let's see here. And it is expanding, so I'm going to make this polygon a little bit wider here. Because, my luck, it'll just start to expand right outside of my polygon, and then I'll have to make a new polygon. Polygon. All right, so I don't think it's going to expand up to Stratford, but it could. So I'm just going to highlight Stratford in it, but it's questionable if you're actually going to be in the path of that. You know what? I'm not going to include Stratford. It's a little too far out. Okay, let's just do that. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing things. There are things that are happening. And I'm going to go damaging wind gusts detected on this storm just east of Exeter. Radar tracking to the southeast towards St. Mary's, etc. And the timing is 2:28, 2:29. Okay, sending that out to 1,168 people in the path. And in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, it is 2:29. Okay, I'm going to send that to you. Let me know in the comments if you got that notification that I just sent out. Mary Ellen talking about Woodstock. Yeah, Woodstock's fine right now, but it could get strong in a bit. It's going to take a little bit for that storm to get there, but it's kind of heading in that Woodstock-ish direction, but definitely looking pretty strong. 66% chance. Let me double check on machine learning here. 1 second here. Too many windows open. Okay. All right. Let me let you know what's going on. Oh, our little storm to the north is starting to kick it up already. All right. So I'm just going to give you some machine learning percentages here. The storm near Exeter is a 54% chance of damaging wind gusts and a 5% chance of a tornado on that one. The one down here near Melbourne and Muncie is still a 6% chance of tornado, 44% chance of damaging winds. The one Bothwell is 6% chance of tornado and 30% chance of damaging winds. And that's about it. All the other ones are pretty weak. But the storm up here near Paisley, the one we're watching, is 24% chance of damaging winds on that storm. So it's starting to kick it up a notch. So let's go take a look at that. And that is our storm over by Hanover. Yeah. Yeah. That's that one right there. So I think it's about time. And also, I'm seeing a lightning strike over by Meaford. A couple of them over by Meaford up here. So this area is starting to strengthen. This area is definitely starting to strengthen here. 1 second here. I want to text my wife. Texting my wife. All right. Well, let's see here. Yeah, I do want to send a notification on that one because it's starting to kick it up a notch. And I want to let folks know that that storm did develop that we were talking about. Where is my... I already made a polygon for it somewhere. Where did it go? Come back, polygon. Where are you? Did I delete it? No. No. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. All right. It's still there. I still got my polygon. I want to redraw it. I don't like it. Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Okay, so... Oh boy, lots of stuff to track here. I'm going to send a polygon on this storm that is east of Kincardine, because it is definitely kicking it up a notch here, and we want to watch this one very closely. There's still... I'm going to extend this one all the way to Barrie, because there's still no severe thunderstorm. Is there any severe thunderstorm watches? Did they issue them yet? Or are they still busy just issuing warnings? Probably just busy just issuing warnings.
I haven't seen any watches come up. Let me just check here. Nope, no watches.
I think they're just busy issuing warnings right now. There's just too much. There's too many storms to watch. I'm so glad we got that forecast out, though. Kyle rocks. Okay, I'm sending a big severe thunderstorm potential polygon. Just a big one all the way from Kincardine all the way over to Barrie. There's no watch in place right now, so it's possible that many folks don't even know that there's going to be storms heading their way here. So I'm going to do severe thunderstorm potential. Carefully monitor the storm that is located east of, where is it now? Located near Hanover. And the storms north towards Meaford, as they could likely strengthen and become severe over the next hour. I was going to say come severe. And then they're tracking to the east, eventually towards the Barry area, etc. And the timing here is going to be 2:34. And I do want to add, there is models have suggested there is potential for a tornado with this storm as well. We'll be watching it closely. And very close attention to it as it develops. Blah, 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 yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. All right, sending that notification to 42,677 people. Oh, that was a big polygon. Okay. Sending. Okay, so there's that. Let's go back down and take a look at these storms. This one east of, oh boy, it is. Maybe I should have added. See what it did in one frame? It was going this way, and then it moved. Remember I said I'm going to not put Stratford in there? Stratford is definitely in there now. Okay, redoing my polygon. Damn it. Entire day of polygons. Yeah, it's moving due east now, and it's looking quite strong. It's heading right towards Stratford. So, yeah, it is due east of Exeter and heading right towards the Stratford area and looking quite strong. So let's go like this. Sending a polygon pretty far. Again, there's no severe thunderstorm watches for some reason. I think probably Environment Canada a little bit too busy sending out all these warnings, and therefore I don't think they've had time to do a watch yet. But I'm going to send this polygon pretty far here, all the way east of St. Jacobs. Okay. Let me just look at my area. Okay, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to go orange, damaging winds detected on this storm. East of Exeter, radar tracking to the east now towards Stratford, etc. And the timing is 2:36. Okay. I'm surprised too because Environment Canada's forecast came out and it said non-severe across the whole region. I was like, really? Really? But I was like, hey, it's possible because it looked mainly marginal. I actually mostly on the forecast map I did the slight risk, more kind of just to highlight where we thought the strongest storms would be. But overall, even in our team chat, I said, yeah, it looks pretty marginal. It could get stronger. It might not. We'll see.
What's interesting is I've been keeping an eye on mesoscale and like the environment. There's nothing going on. It's kind of.
Oh, you mean like supercell and stuff?
Yeah. Even
relatively...
nonstop, it's just there's not a whole lot there.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a supercell environment, then usually the nonstop isn't that present. But yeah, you're right. It's like we're like a 0.25 or something of supercell. Yeah. There's no VTP, but there's tons of cape. Maybe not tons of cape, 1,000, and then there's a boatload of shear. I think this is very much a shear driven. There's lots of shear, so I think you can have like less cape, but you can have a boatload of shear, and that will really kick storms up. So, okay, did I send that polygon? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Did I? I thought I did. Oh, it should show up here. I'll just hit refresh. We'll find out. We'll find out if I sent that polygon, if it shows up on the map. Yay, it does. Okay. Yeah, and that's they're actually moving pretty quick because in 6 minutes, 12 minutes, and now we're going to 18. It's already almost at Stratford, so that is actually moving quite quickly with these storms here. So deep southwestern Ontario might be out of this relatively quick if these storms continue to track really quickly to the east. U.S. radar is really talking about that storm moving near Clatchin, heading towards West Elgin, Port Glasgow, Eagle area. That is definitely showing some strong wind gusts. Looks like the storm that, we're about to get a new radar update soon. We just got the new reflectivity, so it won't be long till we get a new velocity one. But it looks like that storm heading towards Chatham is actually starting to kick it up a notch as well. It's got a little potent hail core on it. You can see the winds here in pink, and it's actually tracking to the east towards Chatham. I had Chatham in a different polygon, but now I got to make another polygon. Polygon. So many polygons. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry.
Just want to confirm for people who are commenting from Facebook, they're saying this spammer. I dealt with the spammer, so don't worry.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. IFAC says that storm heading towards Chatham is looking strong. Yeah, it is looking strong. I'm still watching that one to the north, though. It's now we got a lot more lightning picking up on the one that's near Hanover. I just want to go check that webcam real quick. I want to see the Hanover webcam. Just to quickly take a peek and see if that webcam can pick anything up on this storm. Oh, boy. It really got a good shot of it here. Let's see. Yeah, it sure did. It sure did. Let's bring that up on the stream here, and I should be able to pull that up like this. Yeah, so that's the storm right there. That's going. Let me just tell you exactly where it is. It is just north of Hanover. So this is the northwest view as that storm approaches. You can see it approaching from afar, getting closer, and here it is. So there's the shelf of the Hanover storm that is probably going to turn into a supercell. I think that the little bit of supercell we have in the area is actually up in this region, so I would not be surprised if this ended up turning into a supercell as it tracks to the east. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. By the way, everybody in the comments is asking about their area. If you, instead of asking about your area, we've talked about this on previous streams, but if you could actually tell us what's happening in your area, that is a way better comment thread to look through. Because if you look through a comment thread and it's like, what's happening in London? What's happening in Chatham? What's happening here? Instead, you actually live in those areas. So if you could just tell us what you're experiencing, and when you look through the comment thread, it's way better. It's getting dark here. The rain is really heavy. The winds are really strong. There's wind damage. Like we don't want you going outside to look to see what's going on. But if it's safe to do so and you can let us know, there we go. Jamie says Walkerton, crazy looking. Yeah, I think that's the storm that's heading towards Walkerton right now, isn't it? The Hanover storm. Where is Walkerton? It's right in here somewhere.
To add on to what you were saying, people who are wanting to know about their area, we always recommend to download our free app. It has a really great breakdown in 15-minute intervals, so you get an idea of when the storms will be hitting your area, if they are going to even hit you.
Exactly. That's well said. Okay, the King is starting to pick up on some dynamic parts of this storm. Just north of Hanover, you can see that's the storm right now, just north of Hanover from the Hanover Airport from Nav Canada, and I'm starting to see it's starting to get dynamic on that one. Not going to be long here until I do minor rotation because it's turning into that supercell we assumed it would. Because models were definitely looking pretty strong on that one. Severe thunderstorm watch yet? Anybody? No severe thunderstorm watch. Okay.
Lindsay from the team says that power is flickering in South Chatham and torrential rain.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and hail in there as well too. It looks like the really strong winds that we saw northwest from the Grand Point ones heading towards Chatham from Detroit radar actually have weakened though, so that's good news for Chatham Kent. It's going to be nasty, but it shouldn't be too wild. These ones continue to be strong though, if not. Yeah, they're about the same. Weakening maybe a little. Nah, pretty much the same. Heading towards down Port Glasgow, Muirkirk, Clearville, Duart, New Glasgow area. These are probably going to be close to, if not severe winds. Someone on Twitter just posted a video of the shelf cloud coming into Chatham. Yep. Yeah, so they're going to be we're going to get a new update there soon. I love, by the way, radar, and U.S. radar is just working so good on Instant Weather Pro now. It's so fantastic. So fantastic. Kudos to the dev team. And a huge thank you to all those who have subscribed to Instant Weather Pro. You can do that at instantweatherpro.com. And then you can track radar like this. You'll be able to swipe back and forth between the different products. This is what I'm using on the live stream. On the live stream here. Let me actually show you what it looks like. It looks like this. There we go. This is the full Instant Weather Pro. So I can change tilts. I can change products. I can change the speed of the animation, how many frames, all the way up to 50. All the different tilts of the radar we can go through. And yeah, this is continuing to look fairly dynamic. I'm going to go click on the Buffalo radar and see. And yeah, Buffalo is still thinking up there is dynamic. King thinks up there is dynamic. By dynamic, I mean we're getting to the point where probably getting into some rotation here with that storm. I'm definitely concerned with that one. Lori, here's an update from Melbourne. Lori says, Melbourne raining, not too hard, thunder and lightning, but the winds have calmed down significantly. I decided to get the cats out of the closet. Thank you very much, Lori. I appreciate that. Yeah, that looked real strong towards Melbourne when the tornado warning was issued. Real strong, but that definitely did weaken on radar. So there's not a ton of support today for these to be long lasting severe storms, but there's definitely support for them to be briefly severe. You know, that's why we kind of go like isolated for like the tornado risk and stuff, because we could get a quick touchdown. I don't know if it's going to be like super long track or anything like that. Probably more of quick touchdown if anything. But damaging winds, they'll ramp up really quickly and then start to come down. Stratford is, if you're not already in it, it's going to be pretty nasty. Conroy, going to be some strong winds in there for sure. That is definitely kicking it up a notch. Let's look at that from King. Doesn't look as strong from King. Everything is really low level today, as in close to the surface. I want to go look at that Hanover. Ooh, Hanover went from, you should see how dark that got. Oh boy, did that ever get dark. What am I seeing on the camera? Oh, hold on. Let me take a look at that. Look at this. This is from that nav cam. So this was the shelf rolling into Hanover. And then here. And then there. And I'm just looking at that backside of that right now. That looks interesting. Let's look at it from a different perspective. Oh, boy. So this is looking to the southwest. So that was it coming in the southwest, and this was the northwest view, but boy, did that get dark. Right there. Huh. Interesting. Patricia says, you fellas are doing a super job. Thank you. You're very welcome. Also, Alana's not a fella, but appreciate Alana as well, too. Ladies doing a fantastic job. In fact, most of our team is made up by wonderful, wonderful women. So, yeah, we appreciate all their help, but we have some excellent dudes on the team as well, too. And, yeah, it's definitely... it's a group effort for sure. And so we continue to watch. This storm up here is the one that we've been anticipating moving towards Barrie for quite a while. And some storms are actually building up in behind this line as well, too, which is interesting. So we do have the strong winds that are east of Exeter heading through the Stratford and St. Mary's area right now. Let's see here. Oh, Smith says, guys, gals, and non-binary pals like me. Of course. Smith is awesome. They are doing amazing work on Twitch, moderating. We need help on there because I'm not always on the Twitchiverse doing the moderation. So huge thank you to Smith and Esri as well, Ms. Esri. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm still interested in what's happening down here near Palmyra. P-A-L-M. Oh, you can't see what I'm talking about. Let me go back to radar. P-A-L-M-Y-R-A. Palmyra? Palmyra? Alana? Palmyra?
That one I'm actually not too sure about.
All right. Well, Palmyra it is. Palmyra. Maybe it's Palmyra. With the Y? Palmyra? I think it's Palmyra. Somebody help me in the comments. Is it Palmyra? Oh, Flux says, I'm at Highway 3 looking towards Palmyra. I think I see rotation. Palmyra. Did I get it right? Yeah, I got it right. Everybody says Mike. Let's go, Palmyra. Palmyra is correct. Yay! I finally got something right in my life. Here we go. That was deep. Somebody says they're right here on, they said Highway 3 or on line 3. What is it? I'm at Highway 3 looking towards Palmyra, and I can see rotation. Yeah, I mean, it's showing rotation on radar, so I would not be surprised if that is rotating right there. Is that under one of my rotation polygons? I don't know. This one? Oh, damaging winds detected. Okay, so I have not put a rotation polygon on that one yet. It's just about to go into the water. So by the time I even send it, it'll be over the water. So I think that one's probably okay. Not seeing any rotation from... Oh, Chatham-Kent just kicked it back up a notch. Yeah, definitely stronger winds just have popped up now on NextRad radar, strengthening from Chatham-Kent and moving to the southeast. They will actually go into my damaging winds detected polygon soon. This whole area is under severe thunderstorm warning as well. Oh, I'm still on the zoomed out Instant Weather Pro? Okay, yeah. I just got to click a button here and I'll zoom back in.
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to finish your little spiel there.
My little spiel. I'm full of little spiels. Okay, let's go up to the storm to the north. We should. I wonder, is that our first little hint? Yes, this might be our first little hint right here. Right near Aberdeen. This is starting to turn into a supercell. We've got a little bit of a hook happening here. A little bit of a notch. Let's go to tilt 2. Tilt 3. Not very supported up high, but this might be our first little hint of this storm starting to rotate. We've been expecting it to. And I'd be surprised if it didn't. But if it didn't, that'd be great. I'm okay with it not. But, oh, and yeah, it's kind of being shown here as well, too. Oh, here we go. And we have another frame. Still something going on right here near Aberdeen and Durham. Yeah, there it is. We've been expecting you, little storm. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I think we have about 9,000 people right now on the stream. It says 8,755 in total, from Twitter to Twitch to Facebook to YouTube. And thank you so much. We went live on YouTube early, but then when the tornado warning got issued, then we went live on Facebook and on Twitter as well. If you're on Twitter, you might want to come on over to the YouTube stream, because I think it's a little bit clearer, a little bit higher quality. Let me know in the comments if you tried both. But I think the live stream experience is a little bit superior on YouTube if you'd like to come on over to the tubes. And we are just search for instant weather on YouTube and you can find us. Just talking to Tom Steff in the background. I wanted to know if he was going to be out today. I don't think he was very optimistic about it, but obviously things kicked it up a notch pretty quick. But that can happen. It seems like one of those days. But wow, did models ever call this storm? I mean, here, let's go take a look at the forecast map and you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, you can see right there, Hanover, Orangeville to Barrie and Aurelia. That storm was called, and that storm is starting to ramp up. So there it is. There it is. And then, of course, we've highlighted the areas in the deep southwest here, north of London, and all the way down to Essex County. And then the areas in green, there's still an isolated, kind of a marginal lower risk for severe thunderstorm development in those areas as well, too. And that goes all the way to eastern Ontario. It looks like there are going to be some storms that develop in eastern Ontario a little bit later this evening and then track down towards Kingston, Brockville, and Cornwall. So I'm not sure if those are going to reach severe levels, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of kicked it up a notch, because it was questionable if today was even going to happen, and it's clearly happening here. So yeah, it was either going to be a big washout or we were going to see some strong storms. And it looks like we're leaning more towards the strong storms than the washout here. Still seeing pretty darn strong winds heading towards Fairview, Harmony, Maplewood, Tavistock areas. Have they extended that severe warning? They have not. I would not be surprised if they do, though. It is inside of my damaging winds detected polygon still. So, in fact, my polygon's working pretty good this time. The last one was garbage, but this one's pretty good. I got to get rid of that first one. It's annoying me because the storm took a left turn as soon as I posted the polygon. And this was, so not the one. Yeah, it was the extra one, but not the one for 236. It would have been this one. Where is it? I found it. Getting rid of you. Okay. And I do need to scrap this one from Oil Springs. Where's that one? This was the minor rotation detected in Wyoming. This is at the very, very earliest part of the event here at 119. Okay, I'm scrapping that one. What else to scrap here? I think this rotation detected from Petrolia. You saw how fast that polygon vanished as soon as I scrapped it. This one is done. Petrolia moving east, and that would have been rotation detected on this one, tracking east. Oil Springs, tracking east. I think that's the one. If I zoom in, is that... Where's Oil Springs? Right there. Okay. Okay. Scrap that one. And then we also have... Oh! Maybe I should pay attention to radar here. Something's going on here. There's actually a little bit of rotation in a strange way west of Port Glasgow. That Palmyra is over the water. The one we were talking about before, that's over the water now. There's still a storm over this area, but there actually is some new developing rotation to the west of that area. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the Thamesville rotation detected. 1 second here. Rotation detected, blah, blah, blah. Where is it here? One second here. Where is it? Oh, the Cairo one. That's the one right here, right? This is the Cairo one? West Springs. I think so. Okay, I'm going to scrap the Cairo one. Sorry, just getting rid of some polygons here. They're messing up my display, so I'm scrapping them. Okay, still got the wind one over here, and we're still seeing those strong winds now. The strongest part of it here is now moving towards New Hamburg. From Broxton right now, heading towards New Hamburg, directly at New Hamburg right now. So if you're in the New Hamburg area, likely some pretty strong winds heading your way. Our storm here near Durham is still organizing. Looking interesting down here and interesting up here. There's two areas. I don't know if the storm's going to try to merge itself together, but definitely, that's definitely the storm we're watching closely as it tracks to the east. Lots of lightning on it. You can see quite a bit of lightning on it actually right now. They ended the severe thunderstorm warning for Stratford, Mitchell, and southern Perth County. Okay. Even though I'm still seeing pretty strong winds on this one, heading towards... Actually, east towards Kitchener. New Hamburg. Is it going to go towards Kitchener? We'll see. Maybe. It's gonna get interesting over there. Let's see here. Okay, let's take a look at Detroit to try to get a view of... This is over the water now, which is good. And I thought I got rid of this polygon. Oh, that's a damaging winds detected. Okay, where is that one? That one is Thamesville. Okay, that's the one. Yeah, let me scrap that one. I think that's donezo. Yes. Well, this got interesting. There is some storms developing west of Huron here. Might be some follow-up storms to these. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to jump into the... Oh, I see Brennan lurking in our team chat. What's up? How's the move going? Mindel says rotation near Collingwood. Really? Did you want to maybe send us a photo of that if you have a photo or a video? Preferably a video if possible. Even a few second video really helps us see that rotation. If you can send that to help@instantweather.ca, or even better, if you're on Facebook, you can definitely put it on Ontario Storm Reports is our Facebook group, which is now north of 300,000, which is amazing. So kudos to everyone for sharing our group out. I appreciate it. And
did you see that our YouTube channel is over 25,000 now?
Oh, okay. There's another milestone. 25,000. Woohoo. On the YouTube channel. Excellent. Thank you so much, everybody, for getting on there and, again, promoting it. If you are on this live stream right now, if you're one of the 8,622 people on this live stream, if you could head over to our YouTube channel, which is called Instant Weather. Head over to YouTube, type in Instant Weather. You'll find our channel. It's got 25,000 subscribers. If you could give us a subscribe and a thumbs up, we'd appreciate it. It's free to subscribe. All it means is that YouTube will recommend our channel more, not just to you, but to other people as well. The more people that subscribe, the more people they recommend it to. It kind of parlays off itself. So yeah, if you could go ahead and do that, we'd appreciate it. Head over to YouTube, and once you do it, please let us know in the comments that you have subscribed and that you have given this live stream a thumbs up. It really helps. It really helps us get the word out. So we appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, the strong winds still heading towards New Hamburg. Hopefully they're not severe, but Environment Canada did drop the severe thunderstorm warning on that. Subscribed and thumb, says Neil. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Mitchell says, over here from TikTok. Yeah, TikTok doesn't let us live stream anymore. They let us live stream, and then they stopped it. I'm not sure why. Maybe because we were, sending them the stream from our streaming platform, but we can't figure it out, really. We're quite confused as to why that happened. The algorithm all of a sudden didn't like us, so they stopped letting us live stream. But we'll try again. We'll try on the Tickety Talks, but I don't know why. Petra says, been a long-time subscriber. Awesome. Thank you so much, Petra. I appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Julius is crazy still in Woodstock. Rain is coming straight down and rumbling a bit. Okay. If the rain's coming straight down, then it's not that crazy because it means that it's not that windy. So, yeah, it just looks like, all it looks like is a boatload of rain, so, which is good. By good, I mean better than damaging winds. You don't want any of that. Just looking at the Chatham-Kent area here. Still a training storm there. Flooding is very possible for quite a few areas because we're dealing with storms that just continue to track over the same area. Chatham-Kent's been in heavy rain for a while now. But let's go take a look at that storm to the north. Yeah, it's still looking interesting. It is still looking interesting. I'm hoping that this is noise. We've got some really high values here. 119 kilometers an hour, 129 kilometers an hour. Some pretty darn high values stuck in that storm. Is it just me, or is it starting to merge into one storm? It looked like it was quite separated. I guess it always has been. It was that little storm, and then it started to merge with the one to the north, which is kind of pulling on it. Now, more developments popping up in front of it, and it's kind of turning into one thing here. We'll see. Just reading Tom Staff's text messages. They're long. Here's a... He's liking that isolated storm in Michigan. Yeah, he's liking this storm back here, which is this isolated storm right here over in Michigan. This is the one he's paying attention to. Oh, boy. Yeah, that is looking like a developing supercell back there. So we'll see what that does as it tracks to the east. Let's just hit play on that and see which way it's going. And you can see it's on a boundary there, yeah. And it's actually tracking to the southeast. We'll see what that does as it heads our way. Huh. Where do you think you're going? It's still early. Yeah, it's only 3 o'clock, actually. It's still quite early. That's the storm Tom's liking, that one back there. So, and Tom knows his stuff. So I would, he took me out in the field a long, long time ago when I was just a curly-haired. I had big, puffy, curly hair, trying to be a rock star dude. And I was like, hey, what are these storms all about? Severe thunderstorm warning now issued for Barrie, Collingwood, Hillsdale, Owen Sound, Blue Mountains, northern Grey County. So they like this storm, and they have now issued a severe thunderstorm warning on it. By like, I mean they're paying close attention to it now. This is becoming probably the dominant storm. You can see the severe thunderstorm warning just popped up on Instant Weather Pro, and it is tracking to the east-northeast. And so we'll see what's happening. Tom says this stuff is pretty low-topped as well, too. He's not seeing anything above 40,000 feet. I'm going to message him here, yeah. Yeah, that storm in Michigan sure looks interesting. Riding that boundary. Yeah. Yeah, riding a boundary here. As you can see this, if I go back to the storm in Michigan, you can really see this outflow boundary here. It's riding right. It's becoming rooted right on the boundary here, and it's heading our way. So now there is a marine warning from the U.S. There is a special weather statement on that one. And that's going to track down to the southeast. It looks like it's eventually going to head towards... If it keeps on the same exact trajectory it's going, and you extrapolate that, I would say it comes down here towards maybe Goderich or Grand Bend. If it keeps going, but it could turn to the east and then maybe head towards Kincardine. So we'll see. Looks like we've got some reports of flooding in St. Thomas. It's not good. Yep. All right. So severe thunderstorm warning now. It's interesting. The severe thunderstorm warned the north side of the storm, but not the south side of the storm. This is interesting. So you have a storm here. This is why storm-based warnings are coming. Next year, Environment Canada said they're going to launch them next year. And then they could do something more like my polygon here, where they highlight the storm and they put it in the direction the storm's going. Instead of telling Owen Sound you're under a severe thunderstorm warning when there's literally nothing going on up there. They have to do that, though, because they're stuck to these regions, right? That's why Collingwood, Elmville, Barrie, Wasaga Beach all gets the same warning. So you could have, like, remember when there's a tornado going through Barrie in 2021, Collingwood is taking shelter. So these just don't work. These regional county-based warnings, I mean, I guess they kind of work, but they also create a boatload of false alarms because Owen Sound to me you're fine right now. There's some rain maybe. The storm itself is here, but I'm surprised they didn't severe thunderstorm warn this side of the storm, which could be the side of the storm that really ramps it up. But there is a lot of lightning increase on the north side of the storm here, so that could be the reason. I'm going to go take a look at machine learning here. And again, in the comments, if you could let us know what you're experiencing. We appreciate you asking about your area, but if you could let us know what you're experiencing, it really, really does help. There's a little bit of a BWER there, Alana, on that storm. Right near Kimberley and Feversham, there's a little bit of a BWER. Actually, machine learning says the north side of the storm is a 19% chance of severe weather, but the south side of the storm is a 42% chance of severe weather. And a 2% chance of tornado, and the one to the north is a 1% chance tornado. So machine learning says this part of the storm is stronger than that part of the storm, but we'll see what happens here. Maybe it's wrong, because you know what? This part of the storm is actually now way stronger. Okay, now we're talking some strong stuff here. Right near Feversham, we've got some readings of 82 kilometers an hour, 83. This part of the storm is really, really kicking it up now. Okay, I better send out that notification for the live stream to other areas here, because I haven't done that yet. So let me just do that really quickly. Brendan, where are you? Brendan usually does this stuff. I can do it. I remember how to do it. I did it once. I can do it again. Okay. Let's see here.
Sorry, what are you doing?
I'm just notifying for the live stream. I already have the polygons like pre-made and everything though. Okay, I'm gonna send out a push notification to 119,704 people. Oh my goodness. All right. Good luck, system. Don't break, system. Might slow some things down a bit, but oof, that's a lot of people. I should maybe make that. Yeah, I should maybe make that a smaller polygon, but too late. Too late. I'm sending it out now. Hold on to your butts while I click this button to send to 120,000 people. Oh boy. Oh, I got the wrong color of polygon. Hold on. I gotta make sure it's the right color. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm sending it out. Cross your fingers, everybody. Let me know when you get the notification. Here we go. Okay. I'll tell you how long it takes the system to send it out. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see when I get the notification. All right. Sorry. Still reading what Tom's writing. He says, Flesherton looks good at the moment. Markdale Flesherton cell. It's deeply embedded in the storm. There, I got the notification from text message alerts. It'll only have a small window before the outflow undercuts it. Okay. Thanks for the play-by-play, Tom. I don't know if you're watching the live stream or not, but I appreciate the play-by-play. Tom, he knows his stuff. It's still, oh, it said, okay, it deduped it down to 106,804 people. All right, let me know in the comments if you got that notification for the live stream. Sent it out to a huge area. Huge area. So we'll see if folks got that. I am going to go and I am going. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to go and notify this one. Minor rotation because we're getting there. Oh yeah, I think it's wrapping up. It's wrapping up right here. Right near Feversham. Yeah, that's exactly the storm. Exactly the storm Tom's talking about. That one right there. And that is heading east towards Angus right now. 1 second here. Which I think is where my wife is right now. So I'm going to make a phone call. I'll be right back. Actually, wait. Let me send the notification first. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. So I see the storm here. 1 second. Let me just send a notification. Minor rotation detected. And I think it's moving. Kind of moving to the southeast. I'm going to highlight the whole storm because I got a feeling it's like going to shift. I'm going to highlight just the north side of the storm, and then you know what's going to happen. It's going to shift down. And there's no severe thunderstorm warning on the south side of the storm. So I'm going to say minor rotation detected near Feversham, tracking to the east-southeast towards Angus, etc. That's what I'm going to write. Let's see here. Minor rotation detected on the storm near Feversham, tracking to the east-southeast, potentially towards Angus, or potentially towards. Let's see exactly where it's going. Potentially towards Creemore, maybe. I'm going to say Creemore. It might miss Angus to the south. Yeah. I'll just say Creemore, etc. And the timing here is going to be 3:12. Okay, I'm going to send that out right now. And then I'm going to make a little phone call. I will be right back. Lana, do you want to maybe I could pull up the forecast map and maybe you can talk about that while I make a phone call? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, cool. You still seem pretty loud. Did you turn it down? What did you turn it down to? You were at 200 and you brought it way down?
I was at 78 and I brought it down to 66.
Might want to go to like 55.
Okay, how about now?
That's perfect. Sounds good. Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, I'll bring the forecast map up if you could chat about that just for a second. And
Yeah,
then
sure.
I will, sweet. Where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. I'll just remove my head. Thank you.
Okay, so as Adam mentioned, this is our forecast map for today. So we have highlighted two areas with a slight severe risk. The first one being extreme southwestern Ontario, which we've already seen the tornado warning for. So that includes Windsor straight through to just about Brantford, and it goes as far north as about London. And then the second area that we've been keeping an eye on has been further north of that, so Grey Bruce into Barrie and Aurelia. In particular, we were watching a cluster of storms coming in off of Lake Huron in Kincardine that would be traveling eastward. And then there is more development occurring to the west in Michigan. We'll also continue to watch as that crosses the lake into Ontario. Otherwise, marginal risk throughout the rest of most of southern Ontario, and then further north, north of Parry Sound and north of Algonquin, any storms are going to be sub-severe. So if you're up in that region, don't really need to worry about any severe weather. But yeah, our two main areas that we're focusing on are going to be deep southwestern Ontario and to the north, Grey Bruce into Simcoe counties. With those areas of slight risk, there was a chance for an isolated tornado, a wind gusts exceeding 100 kilometers per hour, hail in the 2 to 2.5 centimeter range, and because we're looking at some training storms, some flooding, which we've actually already had reports of, it's about 75 to 100 millimeters of rain. I'm going to take a quick look at the comments here. Thank you, everyone, for telling us what your conditions are currently like. That really helps us. And Adam is back.
Hey, good timing. I was listening. Thank you so much for covering that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, but again, in the comments, if you can let us know what you're experiencing instead of asking what's happening for your area, because you're in your area, so it makes it a lot easier for. Oh boy, makes it a lot easier for you to let us know what you're experiencing. Yeah, I don't like the look of this, and now I've got the minor rotation polygon on it, tracking to the east, and let's see which way it's going. Yeah, it's continuing to track to the southeast, probably towards the Angus area. Yeah, it's coming in quick. Big supercell coming in quick towards Creemore. It seems like it's tracking to the southeast. It might, the strongest part of it, like this hook that I'm watching here, might just miss Angus to the south, but if it tries to turn east at all, then it will probably head towards Creemore and Angus, I would think. Then there's the south side of the storm, which we're watching closely as well, too. Okay, let's go take a peek back down in southwestern Ontario. Where does this little Fergus storm think it's going? What do you think you're doing? Okay. Southwestern Ontario is definitely wrapping up here. I knew this was going to be a relatively quick event for them in the south, but there could be some more storms that develop. But yeah, I got exciting there for a bit with tornado warning at one point, and some severe thunderstorm warnings here, and some strong storms south of St. Thomas. Actually seen a little bit of rotation there by Port Bruce, but that's just about to head over the water. Actually, there was actually a little bit of a tight couplet right here near Sparta, just for one frame. I wonder. Dang. Yeah, there was a little bit of some clear rotation where you can see it was soft, but then it really connected right there. And now it's moving. Actually, it's kind of moving to the east. So it's trying to get over the water, but it's moving more east right now. I don't like the look of that. Yeah, it's represented on at least a couple of tilts. I'm going to go minor rotation on that one right now because it seems like it's trying to wrap up here right near Sparta and Port Bruce. I'm going to send a polygon. More polygons. How many polygons can I send in a day? Let's see here. I'm going to go right down to Port Bruce and Sparta. I see it right here. Okay. So Sparta, Port Bruce, just east of St. Thomas. I'm going to highlight that area and go to the east and all the way over to about Port Dover with that storm. Might be a bit far. Hold on. Let's see here. But it's trying to track to the east here. So who knows what it wants to do. It could move to the west. Or sorry, it can move to the north. A part of Tilsonburg is going to get this polygon, but not the whole thing. So your neighbor might get the polygon, but not you. We'll see. Anywho. Okay. Potential minor rotation detected on this storm near Sparta and Port Bruce, tracking to the east. East towards Candyville. I want to go to Candyville, etc. And the timing here is 3:19. Okay, and sending that notification now to 3,121 people. Okay, all right. Okay. So there's that. Let me jump back into the comments. Leah says, so London is good? I think so. Let me go take a look. Crystal says, you don't want to go to Candyville. It's just an intersection. At least is somebody selling candy at the intersection? There's nothing. It's just an intersection. There's my polygon right there. Nothing in Candyville.
And don't get into any strange vans.
Yeah, if anybody's selling candy. Yeah. That seems like a great, it's a great word of advice here. So I did go minor rotation on the storm that is west of Angus. It may have weakened a little bit. It sure looked pretty bright and sharp right there, but on this next frame, it has softened a bit. It doesn't mean it's not going to strengthen again, but it has softened a bit, which is good news, for at least now, for these next 6 minutes until we get another frame. Oh my goodness. What is happening? I just saw somebody post on Twitter about the... Oh, okay, never mind. That was old. Okay. I'm just looking at it from Buffalo here. There's a little bit of soft rotation on that storm. Little bit from Buffalo, which can sometimes pick up on some stuff. But yeah, minor rotation on that one. The storm itself is going to come to Barrie. Nothing too significant on it right now besides strong winds and lightning and torrential rain. Maybe a little bit of hail. Someone said Stainer. Yeah, I would think so. Stainer's in here. Stainer's going to catch the north side of that storm. It's going to be lots of lightning. Aaron says strong winds and heavy rain. Yeah, let us know where, Aaron. Again, please, yeah. See, I love this. Everybody in the comments, they're telling us what they're experiencing. It is perfect. As opposed to saying, can you tell me what's happening from my location? Instead, see, Elizabeth said London with a question mark. Oh, yeah, I was going to check on London, so I will. But instead of that, what's happening in London? Let us know. Corey says the cell towers near Port Bruce seem offline. Rogers, that's not great. Yeah, let us know what you're experiencing. It's such a better comment thread when I look down there. When I look down there and I see, can you tell me about London? Can you tell me about Stratford? Can you tell me about Kitchener? Can you tell me about... And it's like, okay, well, that doesn't give me any information. That just gives me a lot of questions. But if I look down there and I see, it's really windy here. It's kind of dark here. It's, if you tell me what's happening for your area, that gives me so much more information when I look in the comment threads. I really, really appreciate it. So much more helpful if you can let us know what you're experiencing as opposed to asking me what you're experiencing, because I don't know what you're experiencing. Only you do. I can try to tell you what some data says, but I can't tell you exactly what you're experiencing. So I'm glad I went minor on this one because this is looking interesting. This Port Bruce, Jaffa area. Yeah, something's going on here. Maybe I should have extended it up to Tilsonburg. We'll see what it does. It is kind of trying to move to the northeast. So maybe it will head up towards Tilsonburg. I might have to tweak that polygon. I did half of Tilsonburg. You can see like this half. If you are in Tilsonburg, if you are Town Line Road, or what street is this here? Lincoln Street, part of Lincoln Street and south, but most of Tilsonburg I did not include in my polygon yet. I kind of want to change that, but we'll see. Let's go take a look at this storm that Tom was liking over the water. Let's see here. Yep, still, it looks interesting. It looked better before, but it's still on its way. It's on its way over Lake Huron, so we'll see what it does. The lake should be relatively warm by now, I would assume, now that we're this far, especially because we just had a little bit of a heat wave there. So I would think that the lakes would be getting pretty toasty. So I don't think they're gonna mitigate that storm like they normally would in the early spring or in the fall. Daniel said, just drove through Copenhagen, Port Bruce, and Sparta. Heavy winds and rain. Thank you very much, Daniel. Appreciate it. Glad you're safe. Thanks for the report. Hopefully you're not driving when you send that report. If you do want to send us a report, folks, please pull over safely to the side of the road. You know, put on your four ways and then send us a report. That's the way to roll. If you can, we'd appreciate that. Like Dave's out in the road. Let's see what's going on. He is. Oh, that was earlier. That was like 20 minutes ago. Let's see. I think he was around. Oh, I think he's actually on that cell. Yeah, he's right at Sparta right now. He's in that area. So he's keeping an eye on that one. That is definitely, I mean, if you look at it from a distance, you can actually see the rotation. Watch this. Watch how this green and this red rotate this way. You can really see it spinning. Oh, hello. Right near Lutton right now, heading towards Fairview. It is actually heading more east, it looks like. The rotation itself is heading east towards Fairview, Bayham, Glenmire. There's a random fly in this room. Where did he come from? The door is closed. Why? Severe thunderstorm warning now for St. Thomas, Aylmer, or is it Aylmer? I think so. Aylmer, Eastern Elgin County. So yeah, severe thunderstorm warning right here. You can see it in yellow on that particular storm. I don't think they mentioned a tornado risk on it, but I can double check. I'm just going to double check on our app. If you have not downloaded our free app yet, please do so. You can head over to instantweatherapp.com and 1 second, St. Thomas. St. Thomas. Let's see what the details are of the severe thunderstorm warning. Environment Canada meteorologists are tracking a severe thunderstorm capable of producing very strong wind gusts and heavy rain. Heavy downpours can cause flash floods, blah, 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 yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. All default stuff. Okay. But yeah, head over to instantweatherapp.com to download our free app, and you can get notified when I send out these polygons like I'm creating on the live stream. You'll get a notification for those as they come in. Let me go look at Tilt 2 here just for a sec. Oh, Tilt 2, something going on down by Candyville. Tilt 3 and Tilt 4 and back. Okay, yeah, the Lutton area. Starting to see some rotation down there. We'll have to go double check on that. We want to check on our Creemore storm at the moment and see what's going on with that. It's going to have quite a bit of lightning on it. Severe thunderstorm warning for Barrie on that one, of course. That happened a little while ago as it got notified to the east. Yeah, so Not seeing any super strong rotation right now. It looks like it could be some pretty strong wind gusts, though. Right now, just pretty strong wind gusts on there. Lightning, torrential rain, maybe a little bit of hail. So there's that. Is that something I say often? I guess so. Somebody said that somebody said that in virtual weather, the AI version of me would be going, so there's that.
Yeah, you say that and oh boy a lot.
Oh boy. I do say oh boy a lot. I mean, there's a lot of things if this wasn't a family filtered event here, there might be some other terminology I use, but I've switched it to oh boy. Let's see what machine learning says for that storm. For the storm that is 4% tornado risk on the storm heading east towards Angus at the moment, which is not marginal. 40% damaging wind risk on it, though, which is actually pretty organized. The storm that's east of St. Thomas, the Port Bruce one, is 5% tornado risk on it, 38% chance of damaging winds. Deep southwestern Ontario, it looks like you're pretty much out of it now. There is still a storm coming over from Michigan that we're going to be watching closely to see where it goes. It's kind of trying to head towards the Goderich Grand Bend area. We'll see if it makes it there and what it does. I'd like to trap this fly. I find it's easier to trap the flies than to try to eliminate them. Because I can just like get a cup on top of them, and then I can scoop a piece of cardboard under, and then I can like tell your friends I let you live, so tell them to leave us alone. Let's see here.
My rule in the house is if I see you, you die.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, it's like
I'm kind of a fan of.
If I don't,
sorry,
like I know I got spiders in my house. If I don't see you, fine, you can hang out. But as soon as I see you, game over.
I actually let spiders live. I usually trap them and put them outside, but for the most part, like if I see them way up on the wall and I'm like lazy at that moment, I'm like meh, because the spiders eat everything else. So that's why I don't mind the spiders. They eat everything else. They leave me alone. They eat everything else. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of ending the existence for anything, even if it's a tiny little bug. So yeah, I like to make sure that.
Morals.
No, it's okay. Most people with mosquitoes, I'm on the fence with mosquitoes. If they're on the wall and they're sleeping, I might trap them. People think I'm a lunatic for that one. But I might trap them and let them outside. And I'm like, tell your friends I'll let you go. Leave me alone. But if they're flying in the air and it's like nighttime, especially where I can only see them for a brief moment and they're about to fly into a shadow, I have to use my goalie reflexes and take them down, because I'm like, I'm gonna lose you, and then I'm gonna wonder where you are, and then I just have to end you. Sorry. I always say sorry, little guy.
Once you get over 4 legs, the more legs you have, the quicker I'm going to kill you.
Well, probably the quicker they can move as well too.
6 legs you might get away with. 8 is a definite. 100, because I get centipedes every once in a while.
Like a centipede? Oh. Yeah, they're weird. But they just have a lot of legs. They're not like, they don't do anything. They're so easy to like, you just scoop them up with your hand and like take them outside. It's no big deal.
I found one at 6:30 the other morning while I was having a shower. It was in there with me. I'm like, oh God, this is the worst case scenario.
You're a lot scarier to it than it is to you.
I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure. It probably doesn't even know you exist until you squish it. Oh, then it knows you existed. Okay, so we got a new update on the berry cell. Moving on from bug talk. This fly's driving me nuts, though. He's like flying all around me. At some point in time, I'm going to let Alana take over so I can find him and cup him. Okay. He'll be cupped. Okay, the Creemore storm went down to 3% tornado risk, although this is kind of starting to get a little bit of a hook here, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of the fact this has a hook to it. And the bottom side is starting to come around. I don't like that, but still it just looks like strong wind gusts at this point in time. Let's go look at our storm to the south. Midland's, there's a little pop-up storm up by Midland right now. Let's go look at this storm, because it has looked to be the most interesting at this point in time. And yeah, it's something going on here down by Candyville, Mount Salem area. Starting to see some strong winds and maybe some inflow happening there. It's hard to tell. There's a little bit of a notch happening. If I go to tilt 2, tilt 3, tilt 4, back to tilt 1. Yeah, something going on here. Damaging wind risk for sure, especially for Calton, Mount Salem, Calton, Froggert's Corner, Vienna. those areas as this continues to track to the east. I did say I wanted to extend my polygon up towards Tilsonburg, but it looks like my initial guess was right because it's spinning, but it's spinning this way, not up towards Tilsonburg. So Tilsonburg is, I mean, you're going to get the north side of the storm, but the part of the storm we're concerned about is this part right here. And it looks like it is tracking to the east, to due east. So that is definitely one to pay attention to. This damaging wind polygon that went all the way to Kitchener, I think I'm going to scrap it soon. Looks like Kitchener is pretty windy at this point, but it looks like that has weakened. Where did this... I'm going to find him. Okay. Let's see here. He's taunting me. Sometimes if they taunt me, I'm a little less respectful. Now he's on the screen. Washing his hands or something. I don't have a cup. I have a cup full of water, but it's half full. Oh, I have a cup. All right, I'm going to get this guy. Where'd he go? Now he's flying again. I'll wait till he calms down. Drive me nuts. Okay. All right. Two storms that we're really paying attention to is the one down by Aylmer and the one up by Creemore, heading east into Angus. Those are the two storms we're paying attention to right now. So far, both of them look like strong wind gusts. There is a little bit more of an evident rotation signature developing on this one that is east of St. Thomas. This is the one a little bit more concerned with right now because of this signature, which is showing some rotation. And as you've seen before, you saw, watch this green get sucked into here, and the whole thing is actually rotating. You can see it on wind velocity here. You can see that that is pulling around, and now we have this stronger signature here. So a little bit of a tornado risk on this one. That's why we have a minor rotation detected polygon on it. If that gets any stronger on the next frame, which is coming in a minute and a half, I think. Minute and a half. If that gets any stronger, I'm going to go rotation detected. Right now, I believe we have a minor rotation polygon on the storm that's heading east of Creemore now into Angus. Let us know what you experienced on that Creemore storm, please, in the comments. Constant thunder and heavy rain in Midhurst, says Largle. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. What is Danny talking about? Hold on. Who's Danny? What's he talking about? I don't see a Danny. Hold on. Let me scroll back. Okay. Danny is obviously doing false reports because he said tornado here in Kitchener, which is definitely not the case. So I'm going to ban him. Peace out, Danny. I'd feel bad if there actually one did randomly touch down, but I don't think so. Based on what I can see, I'm going to go ahead and say that's not the case. Everybody else in Kitchener, let us know how you're doing. Yeah, we've had some trolls in our comments previously where something looked weak on radar, but then they were like, trees are down everywhere, blah 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 blah, and then we realized that they're actually trolling us. People that have nothing better to do with their time, I guess, than troll us on a live stream when we're trying to help people stay safe from storms. So this is where we're at now, folks. This is what's happening now. So we should be getting a new radar update anytime soon. Ooh, I see the pulsing. By the way, if you have Instant Weather Pro, let me just show you the whole view of Instant Weather Pro. Keep an eye on the live thing at the very top left. It'll actually start pulsing when you're about to get a new frame. Looking like pretty strong winds heading into the Angus area. Looks like really heavy rain heading in, already into Midhurst as well. And so heavy rain and some strong winds heading into the Angus area right now. On my leg. How did he even get in here? I have the door closed.
Did you leave the room when you made the phone call?
No. I sat right here.
Huh.
Yeah. Came out of nowhere. Squeezed through, probably under the door or through a crack or something. They're getting smarter. Okay, we should be getting a new Exeter frame soon. Like, real soon. It's pulsing. Is it pulsing? Where's my pulsing? Oh, there it goes. See? See the pulsing over here? Look at the top left of the screen. You can see the little... I love that little pulsing animation. It's like, we're anticipating a new radar frame. It's being processed. It's coming on in. As soon as it's available, bang, it'll come on the screen. Biggity bam, there it is. All right. I don't know why I've been saying biggity bam a lot lately. It's just fun to say. Everybody try it. You ready? Biggity bam. It's kind of like crisscross. It's kind of like, because I'm the miggity mac daddy. It's like the biggity bam. This is what I do with my time. Okay. So, yeah. I think this is going to get pretty windy. Pretty darn windy and gusty, which is also another term for windy. Yeah, I don't know if I was maybe expecting the rotation to get a little bit stronger here, but it has weakened a bit, I think. More of just strong winds on this storm right now, east of Candyville. Supposedly Candyville is just an intersection. But yeah, there's a little wrap up here, and then it kind of fizzled a bit on this frame, which is good. So Julie said you'd be a good auctioneer. I was going to do my auctioneer impression, but I think I'll leave it. I think I'll leave that for now. Okay, so we're still watching the storm heading into Angus. Some strong wind gusts on that. Not seeing anything as far as super organized rotation, which is good news. I'm going to go take a look at the environment here. Tornado risk on it's still a 4%, which is not 0, but it's not super duper high. Only a 2% now in the storm that's southwest of Tilsonburg, which is good. So,
can you take a quick peek at Melanchthon?
Sure can.
Seeing a report that someone's tree just fell over.
Is that one of those troll reports from YouTube again?
I don't know, because they were previously asking about their location.
Here we go. YouTube user, tree across the Highway 73 at Candyville. See, this looks a little, because they heard us say Candyville, right? It looks a little sus, YouTube user. Okay, do you have a photo of that YouTube user? Can you go ahead and send that to us before I ban you? Now I'm going to, you know what the worst part about these trolls is? Now I'm going to start like accusing people who are actually sending real reports of sending in troll reports. Oh, man. Can people just tell the truth, please? For the love of all that is good. Can we please just not troll me? That would be great. Let's remember that name. Oh, yeah, it's really easy. YouTube user. Honestly. Oh, Chloe says that's actually County Road 73, but that's sus. Oh, I see. Yeah, they did say Highway 73 Candyville, but it's not that hard for them to look at a map. So they can look at a map and just like pull out a highway to make it seem like it's a more realistic report. Don't ban me. Police won't let me near it. Okay, YouTube user, do you have a photo? Can you send us a photo? Send us a photo to help@instantweather.ca within the next 5 minutes or you're banned.
Laying down the law.
As long as it's safe to do so, though. Like, you know, if you are actually not just a keyboard warrior in your basement, but you're actually there in the car, you know, pull over safely. I don't know why I don't know how you had the time to create a brand new YouTube account while you were watching the photo of police then, says Justine. Yeah, photo of police and photo of the tree down. Wait a minute. How can you see the tree down if the police are stopping you from getting to it?
It's a typical Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's a Pixar, it didn't happen. Sud says, oh snap, the banhammer of justice is flying around. You have a countdown. We should do like countdowns. Oh yeah, that's your report? Countdown to photo. It's like 5 minutes before you get banned. Still strong storm heading east towards Angus. Barry's going to get pretty windy. Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Simcoe, Delhi, and Norfolk. Our friends, the Norfolkers down there, they're about to get into some storm action, potentially. Let's go take a look at that storm, actually. Where is Norfolk? It's up here somewhere. Let me zoom in a bit. Simcoe? Isn't it near Simcoe somewhere? Simcoe. Elizabeth coming to the super chat. Love your work, Instant Weather, and I like listening to the live feed to understand more about how the weather will affect my hour-long commute. Thank you all. You're very welcome, Elizabeth. We appreciate the super chat. It's very kind of you. Let's see here. Again, if you want to send that photo in there, YouTube user, if you are a real human that is not trolling us, then send it to help@instantweather.ca. Or even better, post it to Ontario Storm Reports. That would help. Someone said Simcoe is Norfolk. Oh, I see. Norfolk is the county, right? Is Norfolk the county? Because it's not Simcoe County.
Yes.
That's where I live.
Yeah, that's
up in
Norfolk
Barrie.
County.
Oh, it's Norfolk County. But I swear there's like an actual Norfolk. No, maybe not. I thought there was actual location named Norfolk, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the county. Oh boy, this did get stronger here now, though. Right near Bayham, heading east towards Glenmire. This is starting to increase in strength. So it's cycling and increasing in strength right now, heading towards Glenmire. There is some inflow here as well, too. I'm a bit concerned with that one. This is looking pretty grumpy at the moment. Let me go take a look at the up to the Angus storm and see what's going on with that one. Do we get a new update on that one? Oh, we just did. Okay. Yeah, so some pretty strong winds heading through Angus at the moment. I'm not seeing any rotation, which is good news. But some pretty darn strong winds there, up to maybe 70 kilometers an hour based on King City radar. So it's going to be interesting. And Patricia says, send the troll my way. They have put Angus under a severe thunderstorm warning now. They just issued it for Innisfil, New Tecumseh, and Angus. So there's that. Caitlin says, Norfolk has a Simcoe, and I always got Simcoe and Norfolk and Simcoe County mixed up. Yeah. Yes, Norfolk County. Ah, I see. Nick says, and ban. Now, Nick could also, based on his empty profile picture, could be the same person who created the account. We're still waiting.
Hey, now I have an empty profile picture on YouTube, so
ban. There's so many people that
banned.
There's so many people that have an empty profile picture, probably because we just asked a lot of people to come over to YouTube, so that a lot of them have. Oh, there's a Norwich, but it's not in Norfolk. It's in Oxford County, just north of Norfolk County. Ah, Norwich, and okay. Interesting. Michelle says boyfriend is on Highway 90 outside of Angus, or CR 90 outside of Angus. Super windy. I'm sure it is. Bradley says, will Barrie get a tornado warning soon? I mean, based on what I'm seeing right now, I don't think so. But, you know, that's not up to me. That's up to Environment Canada. Largle says, I do, but I'm no troll. No, we know you're cool, Largle. It's all good. Justine says, LOL conspiracies. Yeah. As I'm getting older, well, again, people have been sending in fake reports, so. Ugh. Honestly, if you're sending in fake reports to a live stream that's trying to help people stay safe, first off, I think you should probably get some help. I said this on a previous stream, but I believe that there's something deeper going on here. This isn't about us. This isn't about storm reports. There's some deeper stuff going on here. So you need to talk to somebody, please. And hopefully you're okay. Seriously. Okay, let's see here. Still watching that cell closely. We should be getting a new radar update pretty soon. Let's go take a look at what Buffalo's trying to tell us. What's going on, Buffalo? What are you thinking? Buffalo says not much. Not much exciting from Buffalo. Okay. Closer radar as it is. All good, Pat. We know. It's all good. Ladge says, will Keswick get hammered? You're going to get this storm. It's going to be windy. It's definitely going directly towards Keswick. It's going to be heavy rain, pretty strong winds. I don't know if they're going to reach severe levels, but Tree Hugger says, what radar app is this? This is Instant Weather Pro. This is the app that we built for the Northern Tornadoes Project and as well for ourselves to use. You can subscribe at instantweatherpro.com. It's $99 for the year, which is equal to $825 a month. Yeah, and it's awesome. It's I think it's the best Canadian radar suite there is, and I think it's only going to get better because we're adding some awesome stuff to it. So if you'd like to subscribe to that, head over to Google and just type Instant Weather Pro, 3 separate words, Instant Weather Pro, and it'll be the first page. Or you can just go to instantweatherpro.com. Well, that storm Tom was excited about might be weakening as it heads over the water, but we'll see if it survives as it comes down to the southeast. That's the one over in Michigan at the moment. But yeah, I'm in Barrie right now. It's getting pretty dark outside. I think my fly went to sleep because he hasn't been bugging me. He's somewhere cleaning his hands or whatever they do. They're always doing that. That's the only thing they do. Taking a look at, actually, let's switch back over to Exeter. See if we get a new frame here. There's the 42 frame. We should be getting a new frame anytime. Oh, it's pulsing. We've got pulsing up here. Let me flip back to a zoomed in view so we can really see the city names easier. Holy Thunder in Cambridge, says Harley. Thank you very much for the report. Appreciate it. Marianne says, posted pictures of the storm coming in Angus. Yeah, let me go take a look at Ontario storm reports. If you're on Facebook, head over to Ontario Storm Reports, which is our Facebook group for reporting. And we've more than 300,000 members now, which is unbelievably hard to moderate, but it's unbelievably amazing. But it's unbelievably difficult to moderate. So we appreciate it. Please include the time, the date, the location. If you include time, date, and location, you are our best friend. We love you. But if you don't include those things, you might make Patricia or any of the other moderators a little grumpy. So please include those things. Yeah, it looks like a pretty gusty winds on this storm heading through Angus. Lots of torrential rain moving to the east. But other than that, I think it's not too bad. Could be briefly severe. It might bring down some weakened trees potentially. And it looks to be some of the strongest wind gusts we have in the area right now. But besides that, by the way, did we ever get a severe thunderstorm watch, Elena?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Nope. No severe thunderstorm.
We've had severe thunderstorm warnings and one tornado warning so far today.
That's true. Which is potentially
Patricia
more
says,
than I...
Me, grumpy?
I mean, if people don't include the date and time. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to get rid of that Exeter polygon for damaging winds. The only polygons we have left are... one second here, actually. Severe thunderstorm potential. It goes all the way to about Aurelia. And then we have the minor rotation detected. I think I'm going to scrap the minor rotation detected because I don't see anything happening with this storm near Barrie as far as rotation is concerned. So I'm going to... But again, the models were like so adamant about that storm. Maybe I'll leave it. 3% tornado risk still on it. I'm just going to leave that polygon just in case. I'll just leave that until the storm passes. 3% on this one to the south as well, too. The one down here, this one looks even more interesting. We should be getting a new update. Oh, we already did. That's the 48 frame. Looks just like the last frame. That's why I thought it was the same frame. Okay, still something going on with this storm. Something. East of Bayham. Strong winds are likely. Glen Meyer. M-E-Y-E-R, Glen Meyer, like Oscar Meyer Wiener. Langton, Carlholm, Andy's Corners, Marston area. This is still looking pretty strong as it tracks to the east. And it looks, it's somewhat of a little hook here. Oh, there was a cell merge. Aha. Actually, it broke up and then it merged again. I don't know if it really broke up. It just kind of, the strongest parts of it separated and came back together. So this is still the storm, probably the stronger storm between the two, between this and the Barrie storm right now. But yeah, Barrie is into this one. Lots of lightning and thunder. Should be able to hear some of it from down here at some point. Maybe. Yeah, 32% chance of damaging wind gusts on this cell. So machine learning is excited about the wind potential on this one. 32 is not small. Not small. Let's look at it from Brit. Interesting. Interesting. Brit's kind of excited about the Midhurst area right now. What's going on in Midhurst? Let me know. Let me know. McFlight says, is this it for today, or are we expecting more this evening? I think more this evening in eastern Ontario. These storms are going to continue to push to the east, or to the east this way. And then there could be some more storm development kind of like west of Ottawa, and it tracks to the southeast, maybe towards kind of the Kingston area, kind of down towards Cornwall, just from the model data I watched. So the stuff in eastern Ontario might be briefly severe. We'll see.
As an aside, that comment about Candyville might not have been trolling.
Oh. Oh boy. Well, if that's the case, then my apologies. Why did they send a photo?
No, someone in the comments here, this one. I can't
Apparently,
find
they might
the
not have been
above comment.
police lights towards Candyville. Oh, yeah, there could definitely have been wind damage there. So, I mean, it looks strong. So, yeah, maybe I should just assume that everybody's telling the truth until they say, except for the one person who said tornado in Kitchener, and it was like rain there. So, yeah. Kira with the super chat, thank you so much. Severe thunderstorm warning for Beaton, but seen most of the storm to the north. Just wanted to confirm. Yeah, I can take a look at that for you. Where's Beaton? You're down here somewhere near Alliston. Yeah. The strongest part of the storm is definitely to the north. You're in the severe thunderstorm warning. You can see you're in the yellow outlined polygon here, but the strongest part of the storm is definitely to the north here. That'd be a good bingo joke. I don't know if you ever play like TV bingo, but I try to make a joke on every single, like B7 is where bees go when they die. They go to B7. I try to make all these horrible dad jokes that are brutal. And
your jokes are bad and you should feel bad.
That'd be a good t-shirt. But I just realized B10 would be a good one. It's like, hey, we should take a trip down to B10. Whoa, Patricia. That looks interesting. You have to send it back because... Where was that? We should probably do... Can you do a reverse image search of that on Google, please, Elena? You know how to do that, right?
Yeah, just give me 2 minutes here and I will do that.
Sure. I just want to see if that... Because that looks pretty picturesque, almost like it's fake. Or almost... Not that that's a fake, that's a real photo. It's just... It almost looks like was from somewhere else. I'm getting more and more skeptical as the years go on. If that Candyville report was real, though, my apologies for giving you a hard time. I just blame the trolls. Nadia says, concerned about Barry. I mean, it's going to be pretty gusty. I mean, it probably is right now. I can't even... It's so dark outside, I can't even see. I can't even see if the trees are shaking. It's so dark outside right now. It's like nighttime outside right now. It's 4 p.m. So, yeah, it's just gusty winds. I'm not seeing any rotation. Okay, I still don't see any rotation. I'm going to scrap my minor rotation polygon. Bye-bye, minor rotation polygon. I think that's the one. You know things are going to change as soon as I do this. Okay, I'm not scrapping it. I'm waiting. I said I was going to wait until it's out of the polygon. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm wondering if you get a reverse location search on that one, I wonder if anything comes up, but
it's a reel, so I can't really do a reverse image search on it.
Oh, it's a video?
Yeah.
What? I didn't see that was a video. Oh, I see, because I'm not actually looking on okay. I'll go look in pending posts. Oh, it's a reel.
Yeah, it could be
I think it's legit.
based on their former, their previous report. Oop.
It says water spout down in Port Burwell. That's what it says. They edited it. Water spout down in Port Burwell. Where's Port Burwell? Isn't that right here?
Okay,
Hold on.
I'm just going to say this before we prove that. The audio is questionable.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they a lot of profanity or something like that? That's Bayham.
No, just like clear my browser chat or my browser history and questionable materials. Get rid of them, like stuff like that.
Okay. From Port Burwell, they're seeing a water spout over. Yeah, that's possible. Oh, it could have been right. It could have been right here. Yeah, you know what? I think this is legit because that could have been it right there. Wow, might have been a pretty rock solid water spout over, over Lake Erie. That video looks pretty solid, but yeah, maybe you should. I mean, hold on, I gotta listen to this. I want to listen to this to see what you're talking about because I'm confused. Hold on, let's see. Ow, it's so loud. Hold on, let me turn it down. Okay, I'm listening to it in the background. Hold on. I think it's legit though. That looks like a tornado that just happens to be on water. That doesn't look like a fair weather water spout in the fall. What are you talking about, Alana? There's literally nothing on that video. It's just all I hear is water.
Okay, it must be the other video that has gone through. Because when I click on his name, there's a reel that comes up that doesn't have the tornado in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that one.
I typed out what I hear in the group chat.
In our team chat. Oh, I see. Okay, well that's just funny. Oh, where's this? Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, but that is legit for sure. So if you want to go ahead and approve that, Patricia, I will pull that up on the live stream. That looks legit to me. Looks like we may have had a brief water spout. Actually, a tornado. I think that was a tornado. It just happened to be on the water. I know that's still referred to as a water spout, but this doesn't. This has a spray ring, like a big, thick spray ring. This doesn't look like a classic, like, you know, the kind of water spouts you see in the fall, and they kind of just dangle in the water and they're not moving anywhere. This is like attached to a rotating supercell. This looks like a supercellular water spout. Maybe that's the better term, because Dr. Dave doesn't like when I say tornadic water spout, because he's like, you're basically saying tornadic tornado. So it's a little bit redundant. So it looks like she has approved it. Okay, I'm going to go and pull this up here on the page so everybody can see what I'm talking about. Do you want to go check on Barry here? One sec. Let me go take a peek on that place that I happen to live. Yeah, still just strong winds. Okay, I'm getting rid of the minor rotation polygon. Am I? I promised myself I'd keep it on there until the storm was past. Oh, I can hear the thunder now. Yeah, still really strong winds heading towards Langton. This storm is moving really slow. There's probably a pretty good flooding risk with this one because it's not going anywhere. Just moving slow, slow, slow. Okay, I'm going to pull up that video, which is very clear. Tornado on the water, but it probably is done now just based on the radar. But this was from a little bit earlier, so let me bring that up right here. This was the video from Jesse Mike, M-Y-K-E, and that to me is a very clear, especially by the fact there was rotation on radar. This is a mesocyclone based, so supercell based water spout. So not your fair weather water spouts of the fall. This just happens to be a tornado that it was either going to touch down on land or touch down on water, and it touched down on water. So that is good news for those who are on land. But yeah, it looks like we had a supercell water spout over Lake Erie. It should be done now, though, because I don't see any more rotation on radar. But thank you so much, Jesse, for sharing that with us. If you folks want to share that on your wall or anything, just head over to Ontario Storm Reports on Facebook, and you'll see that. It should be pretty close to the top.
I've forwarded that to Dr. Sills and the team.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm going to tag Jesse in this and say, or actually, Patricia, can you do that, please? Can you tag Jesse in the comments and just say, hey, can you please add the date and time to that? But based on radar, that would just recently happen. So, all right, let's jump back to Instant Weather Pro. I want to show you where I think that happened. Right here. So this was starting to rotate. Whoa! Did you see that? The power just went off and came back on here in Barrie, probably from a lightning strike. I think that was right here. I think that's when that water spout happened, right here. Because he said Port Burwell, and look how close this is to Port Burwell, and you can see the rotation, very evident right there. So I would not be surprised if they said this happened around 3:30. That's my guess. It's going to say 3:30. If they say 3:36, then it's exactly lined up with radar. But I think that probably happened around 3:36 because that looks pretty bang on with the radar here. So let's jump forward in time. That some of those damaging winds towards Langton have actually weakened now, so that's good. This is starting to get a little bit weaker, which is great news. Southwestern Ontario looks pretty boring in a good way. Yep, that's good news. Good news. I'm now still tracking the storm. Barrie going through Essa now, heading down towards Holly. Holly's not really an area, is it? I guess it is an area. They call it an area. It's an area of Barrie. Basically the south end. We call it the south end here. Let's see. Yes. Okay. But that continues not to rotate. I had the minor rotation polygon on it. All right. I'm scrapping. That's it. I'm scrapping. Can't take it any longer. Scrapping that minor rotation polygon. But yeah, we may have had a supercell tornado. Sorry, supercell waterspout over Lake Erie earlier, based on that video. Looking pretty convincing. I mean, obviously, the video is clear as day, but let's see here. Okay, I'm getting rid of that minor rotation detected, which, you know what that means. Now that I'm getting rid of that, nothing. It means absolutely nothing.
Now that you've gotten rid of it, there's going to be rotation, guaranteed.
That's whoa ho ho. I don't think you heard that with the noise canceling, but that was a pretty loud lightning strike.
No, didn't hear anything.
Whoa, that was loud. Sounds like someone's rattling a metal sheet right outside the window, just like like really. I mean, I'd be surprised if someone was doing that. That would just be mean. Don't rattle metal sheets near people, please. It's not nice. Okay. Near constant lightning at times with heavy rain in northeast Barrie, says Carolyn. I'm down here, so I'm missing it all. But that's okay. I'd rather be with you folks in the live stream. It's all good. Kelly says, we just heard that loud crack in Barrie. JT says, I'm a million years old. JT, you're about to get banned. But first, I'll put you in a timeout, because I can do that. Put user in timeout. There you go, JT. If you want to just spam random garbage, then Keaton says rotation in South Barrie. I'm not seeing anything on radar that looks like strong rotation. All storms rotate. You know, all storms have some motion to them, and they spin this way or that way. So if it's violent rotation and you're starting to see a funnel cloud, that's a different story. But I'm not seeing anything on radar that suggests that we're dealing with anything significant as far as rotation is concerned. So, I mean, stranger things have happened, but based on what I'm seeing on the data, I don't see squat for rotation, and our radar's pretty close to us. Let's see about a radar further away. The further away radar has something way, way, way up high, but it's way up high. But the radar that's right, you know, King City radar, you can see it. It's like the giant golf ball above the trees when you're driving down the highway and you get to King City. You see that big golf ball. That's the radar. It's pointing straight up towards Barrie, and we're not seeing much there. So I just had a total flashback to when we had the old radars, and every storm that went through Barrie looked like it was rotating because the old, what was it? Is it C-band? The old C-band radar was it was kind of noisy and garbage, and as the storms would cross like that northern line, it would look like they started to rotate. So I'm just have to pinch myself and remind myself how grateful I am that we have these new radars. Melissa says, wow, the one report in Barrie looks like nighttime. Yeah, I mean, it's It's totally black outside. I can't see anything. It is completely dark outside in Barrie. I can't see squat. Tegan says, winds have switched direction in Port Dover. The rain is hitting my windows now. Largo says, no heavy winds at all with the storm Midhurst. Yeah, all the stronger winds are to the south for sure. And Mary says, heavy rain in Barrie, not a lot of wind yet. No, I don't think it's even going to be that much wind. I think the only reason the power is flickering in Barrie is probably because lightning is striking a tree, and you got like a branch that comes down on a line, and it just kind of flickers the grid for a second, and everybody goes off and on, and then that's about it. So that happens. Hunter says, south end of Barrie, power off and on every 10 minutes. Yeah, probably from the lightning strikes, I would think. And maybe some damaging wind from this, but it's pretty marginal. Like radar's only showing like 54 kilometers an hour for wind gusts, so I would not be surprised if the damage was only from. Thank you, Patricia. Appreciate that. Damage is only from the lightning strikes, but there's lots of lightning on this storm. Whoa. Guy says, okay, so Angus is doing perfect, or yeah, Angus is fine. You're good. Angus is good. Just rain and lightning. But that's it for now. They've ended the severe thunderstorm warning to the west here, the St. Thomas one, and they continue it to the east. Well, that got interesting. I wasn't even expecting today to be that interesting, and today got pretty interesting for the fact that, you know, I was gonna check models, but I wasn't even like rushing to check them or anything like that. And then Kyle says, looks interesting in southwestern Ontario, and then I started looking at it, and I was like, it looks interesting from Kincardine to Barrie, and but yeah, it looks like it may not have been as strong, so that's good. There was always the option. It's either going to be not that strong or it's going to be uh-oh. So I think I referred it to my wife. I said, today is going to be a sneaky cinnamon day. One of those sneaky days where you're like, it's just some storms, and then something happens, like a tornado over Lake Erie that we saw earlier.
Or just that sudden surprise tornado warning. Like,
yeah.
Hi.
And I mean, surprise-ish. I mean, we had a rotation detected polygon on it for a long time before it happened. But yeah, still like, wow.
But looking down at my phone, and it's like, boom, tornado warning. It's like, hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Where did you come from?
No severe thunderstorm watch. No previous. I don't even think there was. There was a severe thunderstorm warning before it went tornado warning. So there was that process at least. Let's see here. Scott says it's pouring in Barrie. Thank you so much for the report. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Huge thank you to all those who have our free app, who have gone to the upgrade radar page in the menu and subscribed to upgrade the radar to 5 hours, and to remove ads from the app. Sincerely appreciate all those who have done that. I think there's a few different options. One's like $7 for the year. One's $15 for the year. And anyways, yeah. The $15 one has 15-minute intervals. Conveniently enough, it's $15 and has 15-minute intervals. That finally just came together in my head. We didn't plan it that way. And then the $7 one has 30-minute intervals, but they both go out 5 hours of future radar. John McNeil says, Adam, what is the maximum wind speed, please? For where? You got to tell me where, John. Taylor says, any rotation headed to Simcoe? Simcoe, Ontario, or Simcoe County? I think you mean
Simcoe, Ontario.
Simcoe, Ontario, because it's right here. Yeah.
Dead centered, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much. There's some very, very weak kind of spinning, but I don't see anything tornadic at this point. I could still hear the thunder rumbling here in Barrie. What wind speed in Simcoe? On radar, I'm not seeing much. I mean, and again, you can check this yourself if you subscribe to Instant Weather Pro. You can go in and go pixel by pixel. 46 kilometers an hour, 46.08. You can see it at the top right of the screen there. Pink says, holy crap, South Barrie is like a hurricane right now. I mean, it's going to be really gusty and lots of rain. Hurricane's much worse. Much worse than that. Kennedy says, chance of tornado in Barrie South, very scary. I don't think so. Based on the data I'm looking at, I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think so. It's unlikely. I never like to say no because you can have, actually, there was a tornado just a couple days ago in Deep River. And I went back and looked at the radar of it, and I was like, there's no rotation at all. And then I talked to Dr. Sills about it, and he says he believes it was a land spout. And so land spouts you can't even see on radar. So that's why we never say never, because you can randomly have a land spout that connects with the parent storm and becomes a brief little tornado, which happened, and it flipped a boat, I think, in Deep River. We hope everybody stayed safe. But yeah, that was like out of nowhere in Deep River. So we never say never, but a supercellular tornado, I would say no. But a land spout, you never say never. But probably not, because I don't think there's even any non-sep. Oh, supercell. By the way, Atlanta, go look at supercell now. It actually looks way better than it did before. There's a supercell of 2 all the way over Barrie, all the way out to the east. There's a supercell of 2 on the storms that are coming in from Michigan. So that picked it up a notch. Where did that all come from?
Kidding.
Yeah, that's still going to be interesting. We'll have to see what happens with that storm coming from Michigan over here. Here it is over here. Interesting. Oh, it has fizzled to nothing. Tom's probably laughing at this storm now. He's like, oh, that storm was the most interesting. And it sure was. And now looks pretty boring, which is a good thing. So is that still a rainfall warning for Essex County? Probably not going to last that long. Yeah, still basically the storm that's down here in Simcoe. We're still watching closely. It's still under severe thunderstorm warning, but I think I'm going to scrap probably that rotation question because we still have a minor rotation detected on it. I think I'm going to scrap that too because it looks like it's weakening. Yeah, and the environment down there is trash. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap it. Scrapping that one too. So that's now the end of our custom polygons. I don't think I have another one out there. Oh, the severe thunderstorm potential that went from Hanover to Barrie. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the minor rotation detected for Port Bruce. And all I have left is the severe thunderstorm potential, which is, so I'm getting rid of that one for now. If things change, I'll bring it back. I think I'm going to scrap this one too. Yeah, I'm going to scrap the severe thunderstorm potential from Hanover all the way to Barrie. All right, getting rid of all my little polygons. If I hit refresh, you'll see they go away. Again, if you'd like to track these storms in real time using Instant Weather Pro, you can head over to instantweatherpro.com and subscribe. Again, it's $99 for the year, but it's amazing. And I love it. I'm so happy. The performance is so much better now as well, too. I don't know if you remember Atlanta before, but when you would zoom in and zoom out, it would kind of be like clunky. It would have that kind of, right? So, yeah, we've done, I think our dev said the performance is now 4x what it was before. So that's why every time I zoom in now, it's like butter. Where before it was doing like this weird kind of clunky zoom in and zoom out. Overall, it still worked pretty good, but now it's even better. So I don't know if we pushed that to the live version. I hope we have. Folks, let me know if you are subscribed to Instant Weather Pro. Sud says it's amazing. IWP. I think we might have pushed that to the live version. I know we have it on the test version here, but I don't know if we have it on the live version. But let me know, Suds, if the performance has gotten any better. It should have.
I honestly don't even know if I use the test version or the live version. I have it bookmarked.
Oh, Suds, you know what? Suds, I think you don't have the new you don't have the new detail. I'm going to ask Dev to push it to the live version because he says US radar needs a beefy computer, such detail, very wow, big bit of lag. See, that's the thing is I don't even see that lag now when I go to US radar. So let me go to like Buffalo. Buffalo's been slow to load lately. I don't know if that's the actual Buffalo station. Is Buffalo down or is it just giving me a hard time? Everything else is loading fast. Oh, here we go.
I think Buffalo was struggling earlier.
No, but look at this. There's no lag going in and out. So, Suds, there's a new version coming, and there's 0 lag zooming in and out. Like, every time I would load US radar, I know what you're talking about. I go to zoom in and out and be super, super clunky. Now it's like butter. There is no resistance at all when I zoom in and out. So, I don't think that has been pushed yet. So, I'm definitely going to do... I'm definitely going to ask Dev to push those new changes to the live version. So I don't think they have been pushed, so that's sweet. Andrea says, just got Instant Weather Pro. Would love to know what your settings are. Oh, I can show you here. 1 second. Hearts of Source by JJ says, rotation was right above my head in Innsville Beach. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nick says, nice. Finally have you on car speakers. Oh, cool. Anything for Aurelia? Robbie says, I think speed is limited by my old laptop. Yeah, that happens. Use Google Chrome. If you're using Instant Weather Pro, use Google Chrome. It usually works pretty good for it. But I think it should actually be way better. Lady Esri says, yeah, I lagged some when I tried to load a US radar and Pro, but then it's fine. Yeah, no, you just wait for the new version. Okay, you guys don't have the new version then, because it is like butter. It is butter now. So, yeah. Harley says, I feel like we have some spam in the chat.
Okay, looking into it.
Oh, Zach says, my browser keeps trying to highlight text, crippling attempts to pan whatever I tried to do until highlight is done. Zach, I have a tip for you. I'll show you. Here's my tip. If you're swiping back and forth and you see it highlight, oh, you can't see it. Hold on, let's see. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to do it. See how this is highlighted? If you just click the very top, Why is it doing that stupid overlay? What the crap? Anyways, okay. If you just click the very, very top where instant weather is up here, it'll get rid of your highlight. That's my little trick. We're going to get rid of that. This is such an annoying thing. It only happens to do when you do the swiping tool. Once in a while, it highlights something, and then it's hard to move things around. But it doesn't seem to be bugging me today. But if you ever have that highlighting thing, just click the top, and it's gone. So it's all good. Malcolm says USA Instant Weather Pro USA sites keep going to data error. Even if they show up, data error just means that maybe some of the frames are missing from the animation. We're gonna switch what data error means, because data error should only come up if the site is completely down. But we keep showing data error when there's just like missing frames. So sometimes like we're expecting a frame every 3 minutes, and then one of them is missing. We'll say data error, but we need to change that. Let's see here. Patricia says, severe thunderstorm warning ended for spring water according to Environment Canada. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, it's gone for spring water. Yep. It's only still remaining down here for, oh, hello. What's with the shape now? Of course, Alana, I take off that polygon and then we start to get a hook.
What did I say? It's like Brennan having plans. As soon as he has plans, you know there's going to be tornadoes.
Every time. Let's see here. Yeah, it's interesting. It's not that exciting, but it's definitely something to watch. I'm going to keep a close eye on that one. Livy says, Adam, the rain is straight sideways. Oh, my little flying friend is back. JB says about the hook near Bradford. Yeah, I mean, it's starting to hook a bit, but still, it's not. Oh, I see spam. 1 second here. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a hook, but it's not super duper strong as far as velocity is concerned. There's no real couplet here. There's just a little bit of broad rotation, but there's a hook. So we'll see what it does. See what it does in the next frame. That's 418. We're going to get another frame in a few minutes. I'm going to go check out K-Buff. See what Buffalo's doing. Oh, it's so much smoother now. Yeah, nothing really so much going on from Buffalo. No strong upper level rotation or anything. You're going to literally land on my hand. I'm going to cup you. Sit somewhere. Sorry, there's a little annoying fly in this room. Now he's landing on me. Okay, he's going to get it. Sit down. Sit down so I can put a cup on top of you and then stop thinking about you. Okay. Storm and Simcoe, I would not be surprised if they ended that severe thunderstorm warning just based on what I'm seeing here. Not very exciting. Seems to be weakening. So, yeah, I would not be shocked if they ended the severe thunderstorm warning for Simcoe. But that's up to Environment Canada, of course. See, right now I can't pull the map down. See how it does the little, and that's because I just need to click the top, and then I can. So if you ever have that issue on Instagram Pro, just click the top. We're gonna fix that. That's an easy fix. But a huge thank you to all those who have subscribed to Instant Weather Pro. Again, you can do so at instantweatherpro.com. Let me flip back to the more zoomed in view. There we go. All right. I think this might be getting pretty close to the point where we scrap the stream, but I do want to keep an eye on this one to see the next update. I want to see the next couple updates on this cell, because there is a little bit of a supercell environment to the east. So Heidi says, shoe fly. Carlu says, remember not to take showers or do dishes during thunderstorms. We've talked about this before, and I think it's probably a good idea. Like, of all the random myths of thunderstorms, like, that are garbage, like open your windows. Don't open your windows. What are you talking about? Don't even go near your windows, but don't open them. Because you're just turning your roof into a kite. There's Kyle. Did you drink your storm nuts today? I don't remember if you did. No, I haven't. Emily says, am I allowed to shower? If there's a lot of lightning and thunder, I would not take a shower. And Jamie says, don't do laundry. You just don't want to be anywhere near water. Because water's a conductor, and if the lightning strikes anywhere near you, it could potentially go through the water. I don't know if there's any documented cases of people dying in the shower from a lightning strike or anything like that. Maybe this is looking pretty messy now.
It's not something I'm willing to chance. I'm kind of the same way. It's like, oh, thunderstorm, yeah, a shower can wait.
Yeah, like landline phone with a cable, shower, a mouse with a cable to your computer. Anything that connects you to the outside, it might not be a great idea. Whether that's a shower or an iron with a cable to the electrical socket. Lightning is freaky, so I wouldn't mess with lightning. Declutter says, I can stink for a few more hours. Yeah, stay away from water during a storm. It's probably a good idea. Environmental says, also, if the power goes out, you don't want to be wet and slippery in the dark. That's fair. That's a good point. I mean, I'm sure you know where your towel is, but still. Hold on. Queen said something. My friend got zapped while showering in a storm, and it was not pleasant at all. There we go. We have some anecdotal evidence. All right. All right. How about showering holding an umbrella? I don't think you're going to get very clean unless the umbrella is above the tap. The questions we get, I'm telling you. Oh, boy. But wow, did Future Radar ever pinpoint this storm? It knew. It knew the storm's coming. Can you please land? Please land. Yeah, I'm not that excited about this Bradford storm. Or right now it's near Deerhurst.
I've seen a handful of comments today from different people asking about your Instant Weather Pro settings.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. And I got distracted by that. Someone just asked. They said, what's your settings? Okay. Hold on. Let me go in. Actually, I'm going to make my settings the default settings. So right now they're not. But they will eventually become the default settings. Oops, that's not the one I want. There we go. Okay, here's my settings. So layer opacity 1, which I think is default. Live mode on. Then it will update the radar. Velocity, I leave it number 2. Default is 1 because that's better for colorblind people. radar placement, it's default 8, which there's actually not that much different. I should probably show you if I can. I'll show you the difference between 8 and 11. It's so ridiculously marginal. So if I zoom into, you have to zoom right into an exact pixel so to see the difference. So if I zoom right into street level here on 1 pixel of radar, 1 bin as they call it, and I go from 8 to 11, watch the difference. Back to 8, and I'll go back to 11. So if you're having a little bit of trouble with performance, your computer's a little slower, you might want to just leave it at 8. It's so very, very close to, will you stop landing on me? So very, very close to perfect. And then 11 is like surgical precision, just a little bit. So I leave it at 11 because I got a decent computer. Labels and boundaries on. Time display I like 12, and some people like the 24-hour. Canadian noise reduction I leave off on King City. On the other stations, I sometimes leave it on, but if you're looking at, if you're really trying to analyze all of the data, I would leave it off. You don't have mesh, but that's part of our commercial suite. Lightning data, leave it on. Mosaic radar layer, I don't know if you have that on yours. You might not, but when it comes in, you want to put it on. And alerts, I leave them all on. Right now I have watches off, but it doesn't matter because there are no watches. Hey, hey-oh. Yeah, so that's my settings. That's it. Thanks so much, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Sud says, ooh, you have fancy settings. Yeah, I've got some stuff you don't have. We'll think about adding it. There's some stuff we're testing out as well. Okay, still want to watch this cell for at least a couple more frames, and then probably going to shut down the stream. But it's been a peach. I could play a song. Maybe I play a song. Hey, is it almost song time? I like playing that song, that new song I wrote. It seems to be a good one for the live stream. Storm has passed. Alicia says, supposed to go home tonight from Uxbridge, wondering what the weather is going to be like. You're probably all right. Courtney says, play a song. Red Pool says, song time. Oh, Suds, yeah, we can, we're definitely going to be adding that stuff, for sure. For sure. Oh, someone said cells west of Ottawa, and it's Suds again. Suds, are you, hold on a second, guys. Genius, because you always seem to be on the ball with these things. Oh, see, what did I say? I said west of Ottawa. Things are, sometimes when you say things, they actually happen. West of Ottawa, and they should be traveling southeast. Let's see. Oh, they're traveling like due east. Oh, they're kind of traveling southeast. All right, something's going on. Something's going on. They don't look that exciting. And they didn't even look that exciting in the model. The reason I use the RF noise canceling on Instant Weather Pro is because of this. This is the garbage, okay? So watch this. Watch what happens if I turn noise canceling on. And by reloading the radar, you just click on the radar and click it again. See how they vanish? Ah, it's nicer. But they're going to install the hardware. See, they've already installed the hardware here. You see how there's no sharp lines coming out of the center of the radar? They've installed the radio frequency noise canceling on King City, and they're going to install it on all the radars. So it'll be kind of pointless to use this, but it actually does still work to clean up some of the clutter. But yeah, we'll probably make an adjustment to how it works once they clean all this up. It'll get rid of this kind of clutter here, all of this pink stuff. We can actually get rid of a lot of that too if we can do the range of dBz. So if you cut it off at like 0, you'll get rid of most of that stuff. Right now there's like minus. Like if you go into dBz values and you go into here, you can see it says -10, -7. Those are good sometimes when you're trying to see flurries, like in the wintertime. If you want to see really, really hard to see flurries. You know, a lot of the time in the winter, there's like flurries coming off of the lake. There's like snow squalls. And you look at radar and there's nothing there. And you're like, how come it's not showing on radar? But it's like, I can see flurries and snowfall happening right now. Those are getting into like the really, really low dBz levels. Almost, and in some cases, get into the minus dBz levels. And those are only visible on Pro Radar. And that's why Instant Weather Pro is awesome. Clint says, thanks for the live stream today, guys. The wife at home in Melbourne said it was wild. Got your notification, then got her to tune in. Great work. Cheers. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Glad she was okay. It looked wild
for a little bit in Melbourne, especially from Detroit radar. It looked ridiculous. So I'm glad she's okay, and hopefully nothing touched down. But it sure looked nasty for a few frames there. Oh boy, that looked pretty grumpy. So again, hopefully she's okay. Hopefully everybody in the area is all right. So all the all the severe thunderstorm warnings except for this one have ended. I'm looking at another app, another Pro Radar app. I like to have multiple Pro Radar apps just in case, just to see if I'm always checking to see is everything working great. They're still showing the St. Thomas severe thunderstorm warning, which is long gone. What else is new? They don't care about Canada. I mean, maybe they do a little bit, but I feel like Canada is like an afterthought for them. Not us. We care about Canada. We live in Canada. But we're also doing really good stuff for the U.S. radars and stuff as well. See, I was just having that problem where I couldn't move it. I clicked up here, and now I can move it. It's fine. But yeah, like if I click on Buffalo, our loading speed for U.S. has drastically improved. As I say that, it takes a while. Sometimes you click it just as it was trying to load a new frame. So that's probably why. Here, watch. Let me try something else. I'll try Detroit. See, Detroit's instant. That's what it is. Every time I click on it, it's trying to load a new frame. I'll try KTYX. Look at it, bam. So fast now. So happy with the new performance. It's so fast. Okay, cool. I like fast. Ann says, I wish you were in Ohio. We have a page for Ohio. We have Ohio Tornado Watch on Facebook. But we are definitely going to increase as Instant Weather Pro builds up and as things are getting better and we're able to bring on more team members. We want to cover parts of the U.S. as well too, because the U.S. just gets like 1,200 tornadoes a year. It's like it's the tornado capital of the world. Canada's number 2, but U.S. is ridiculous for the amount of tornadoes you folks get down there, especially in Ohio. This year has been absolutely ridiculous. But Kyle says K-Buff has to load that extra low angle. No, I think it was just coincidental that I hit it exactly when it was bringing in a new frame. That's probably what happened. Because if I click it now, let's see. See? Yeah, there you go. Which is strange, though, because the frame is 430. So maybe it wasn't that. I don't know. Sometimes it hangs. Could be a network thing. Because normally it's super duper snappy, but Mike says with the super chat, thanks so much. He says, every time you say DBZ, I always think of Dragon Ball Z.
I think a lot of people do.
No, EC canceled the warning for Port Dover. Perfect. So I guess that's it. Well, that's the end of the severe thunderstorm warnings. Hopefully ongoing, but we'll see what happens with these ones over in Eastern Ontario, because they're starting to pick it up a notch. Right there near Maynooth and over towards Ottawa. They look pretty weak, though. I'm going to go take a look at some model data. If it looks weak, then we'll probably shut down the stream and keep an eye on those storms. But if it does look decent, we might hang out for a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. It's only 4:30. It's still pretty early. Just checking some model data in the background. Give me a sec. So it's actually not this initial pop-up line of storms that we were thinking about for the Eastern Ontario. It's actually, there's going to be a more development towards the evening, but it doesn't look that great. Let's see. Could be something interesting around maybe 7, 8 o'clock. That's why I think maybe we scrap the live stream now, keep an eye on those storms, and if it gets really strong again, which I'm not expecting it to, but there could be maybe some damaging wind gusts north of Prince Edward County, kind of east of Peterborough. There's a little kind of pocket there later that could be interesting, and then head over towards maybe Kingston area or something. So there's a little pocket. These little pop-up storms that are happening right now, they're not expected to be that interesting. It's after these kind of roll to the east, and then we should see some storms kind of developing here. If not, it's the storms from the west that are going to move to the east, and then they might bring with them a little bit of damaging wind gust potential. Where's Prince Edward County? Let's see here, right here. So maybe towards the Tweed area and then to the east, but that's not going to happen probably until 7-ish. 8-ish o'clock, somewhere in there. And we were like 4 hours out of that. So, okay, I think I'm going to play a tune. We'll shut down the stream. If things get interesting, then we'll come back. That's probably what I think we'll do. I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah. What we could do... Oh, really? It's starting to look... Oh, okay, that's on the other side of the storm. And also that's from Brit Radar. Yeah, it looks way weaker from the radar close by. You know what we could do is I could just put up Franktown. Put on the noise canceling because it's garbage. Hold on a second here. Let's see here. Oh man, he spikes. Get rid of the spikes. Okay. I could put up Franktown and just hit play. Leave that on. Do like just leave on like the YouTube stream, maybe. Maybe. Let's see here. We won't be around to moderate it though. Okay, no, I think I'll play a tune. I'm gonna kill the stream, and then I'm gonna watch Radar closely. And if something gets interestingly strong, then I'll probably come back on probably just YouTube and Twitch. I don't know if I'll come back on Facebook unless it gets really strong. We'll see. We usually try to only do Facebook for when things get really strong. But yeah, so I think I'll do that. All right, I need to clean up here or else I can't play my song. I've been playing the song over and over again, but I like it. It's getting catchy too. I'm like humming it, so I think it's starting to grow on me. Let's see here. Give me a sec. I will tune my guitar. Okay, I've got a process here. I can find I haven't had any storm nuts. Sad about that. Where is my air conditioning remote? The cat is always knocking it down. Oh, it's over here. Okay. I come in its room sometimes and my mouse on the ground. My mouse makes sense, but my mouse is on the ground. The air conditioner remote's on the ground. He just comes in here and he's mad at me and he knocks everything over. Okay, let me just tune this up here. I'll remember to do my noise canceling though, I swear. Maybe. If this fly bugs me during the song. Thanks for joining us on the live stream, everybody. Appreciate it. Except for this fly. This fly. Again, I'm going to play a tune. Then I'm going to go eat some food. Shut down the stream, eat some food. Watch Radar, and if things get interesting with these storms that are popping up in Eastern Ontario, I will come back onto the stream. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got to turn off my noise canceling for one. Let's see here. Marissa says, just got into Weather Pro. It's nice. I love it. Thanks so much, Marissa. Appreciate it. I need to sing a song called Shoe Fly Shoe. That's funny. Whoa, Carl, you says 17 Celsius at time. That's a massive temperature drop from 31. Where was it 31? In deep southwestern Ontario, maybe?
Yeah, probably Windsor through Chatham.
That makes sense for sure. Makes sense. Okay, so let me reduce background noises off. Good. And I have to turn on my guitar mic. Okay, this is turned into quite a process now. It used to be a lot easier, but now that I've added a second mic and I've changed my audio interface, this has become a little bit of a process, but that's okay. We're okay with process here. So I got a guitar mic now. Okay, that fly just went right into my ear. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Good thing I have this headphone in because I heard
Like that's the worst when you hear like the it goes right through you.
You're gonna be like mid-song, take the guitar off, and just start swinging at the fly.
I'm gonna smash the fly with this guitar. That's probably gonna happen. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna stop the animation on this just to make sure that my computer has all the resources it wants. And okay, I am gonna go to turn on my guitar. Give me 1 sec. Oh, before I do that, you know what I should probably do? I should probably bring up the lyrics so I don't mess them up. I can do this. Okay, I think we're calling this song "Storm Has Passed." I think. That's what it's labeled as. That's what Google labeled it as, because that's the first line. But I don't mind. I don't mind it. I think it's all right. Okay. What the heck? All right, there we go. Okay. Okay, I got all the lyrics right there. Perfect. Okay. Play the song. So here's the plan. I'm going to play a song, and then it's original, if you haven't heard it before. It's interesting. Oh, I can actually see sunlight out now. All right. And Barry. So I'm going to play the song. We're going to shut down the stream. We're going to get some food and eat. And we're going to watch Radar closely. And if anything interesting happens in the Eastern Ontario area, then we're probably going to come back on our YouTube stream. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please head over there. Give us a subscribe. Give us a like if you can. Go to YouTube and type in Instant Weather. And look, there's 2 Instant Weather channels. I got to delete the other one. But one of them is like 900 followers. And one of them is 25,000 followers. Subscribe to the one with 25,000 followers, please. I appreciate that. So let me drink some water, warm up my voice here, and play a tune. Okay. Here we go. You might hear the laundry that's being done in the room beside here. Anyways. Storm has passed, time is now to go to bed. You can do it somehow. Storm is gone, and maybe it's not too long till you rest your head, get some sleep, try to dream of something sweet. Be alright. You're gonna sleep just fine tonight, tonight, tonight. Thunder's gone, rain is coming down. If you look up to the sky, you'll see things are clearing now. Everything is gonna be okay, even if it's not. All storms pass eventually. Know you have a lot. You got me, you got mom, got all the things that you've become. Got me, you got mom, got a loving home where you're from. You got me, you got mom. So love your family, you only get one. You only get one. Storm has passed, time is now to go to bed. You can do it somehow. The storm is gone, and maybe it's not too long till you rest your head, get some sleep, try to dream of something sweet. Ooh,
tonight. You're gonna sleep just fine tonight. You're gonna sleep just fine tonight. Tonight.
Thanks. Oh, wait. Reverb. There we go. I remembered to turn off the reverb this time instead of talking for 12 minutes with the reverb on. That's right. I'm learning, folks. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm just going to take a quick look at radar here before I shut down the stream to see what's going on with these storms. So far, yeah, as we were expecting, these little pop-up storms west of Ottawa are not going to be doing that much, but we could see some more strengthening north of Kingston and north of Prince Edward County heading to the east a little bit later on. So let me just look at these storms that are now east of Barrie. Just some lightning and heavy rain, gusty winds. Nothing too exciting. That storm we were watching over in has pretty much weakened. That little one we were watching over in Michigan. Deep southwestern Ontario is looking pretty boring, which is good. We want boring. Let's see how long. Oh, Buffalo loaded instantly. Hey. I like that. I like when Buffalo loads instantly. And if I go back to the King City radar, yeah, just gusty winds, some lightning, and some heavy rain. All severe thunderstorm warnings have ended, which is good news. And we'll continue to watch to see if anything does end up developing in Eastern Ontario that's noteworthy. If it does get pretty intense, we'll probably go live again on YouTube and on Twitch. So find us on Twitch or find us on YouTube. You can search for us at Instant Weather. Pretty please. Head over there and give us a follow and a like. We'd appreciate it. And if things get really bananas, then we'll probably launch on YouTube. On Facebook again. But chances are we'll probably just do the YouTube and Twitch stream if we come back, which is not a guarantee. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So thank you, Alana, for all your help. Appreciate it. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, everybody on the team who has helped out today. Kyle, for sure, for giving me a heads up on what he saw in the models, which was a great one. So huge thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. And folks are asking about that song. If you want to check out that song, I did put it on the Instant Weather YouTube. Look for a video that's completely blank. It's just a completely black video. It was at 2 a.m. I was like, okay, I'm just uploading the song. I'm too tired. I spent all night working on the song, and I was just like uploaded at 2 a.m. So it's a completely just blacked out video. But or you can just go to this live stream and rewind and watch it again. That can work. But anyways, thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Again, thanks, Alana. Thanks for your help.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
It. Awesome. Okay, bye, everybody. We might be back. We might not. Chances are maybe not. But again, if things get really interesting, I'll probably jump back on the stream. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So anyways, we'll talk to you very soon. Have yourself a safe evening. And again, thanks everybody who has subscribed to Instant Weather Pro at instantweatherpro.com. This project is just getting better and better as time goes on. I'm so excited about it. So yeah, I'm super stoked about it. So thank you so much for that. And it's coming. We're testing it right now. Okay, I'll show you right now. I got to show you this before I go. When I open up the Instant Weather app, it goes right to Instant Weather Pro. Watch this. Hold on. Let me actually put up a radar so it doesn't look boring. I don't know where I'm zoomed in. Oh, I was zoomed into Essex County. That's when I was watching that before. Okay, so I'll put up a radar here. There. Okay, so watch. I'll close the app. As soon as I open Instant Weather Pro, watch this. Big it a bam. It goes right to Instant Weather Pro. So that's a setting. You can set it. Do I want to open up the Instant Weather app to Instant Weather, the regular app, or do I want it to open up to Instant Weather Pro? And so you can set that setting. But then all you have to do is tap the Instant Weather button at the top, and it'll bring you back to the regular app. So none of this is available yet, but it's going to be available very, very soon. We're testing it. It's working excellent. The new performance improvements have been really working excellent on the app as well, too. So I think we're at that line where we just need to add like the login information, and then we're good to go. But if you subscribe to Instant Weather Pro, the website version, you will get access to the app version when it comes out. And the website version will be less expensive because Apple charges an extra 15% and Google charges an extra 15%. So the price will have to be 15% higher through the app. But if you subscribe to the website version, then you'll also get access to the app version. So head over to instantweatherpro.com, subscribe to the website version. Teresa sends out the instructions by hand, and it looks like a bunch of people have been subscribing. So please be patient while she sends out those instructions. And also check your spam folder, because often people said, hey, I never got instructions for Instant Weather Pro. And we said, did you check your spam folder? And they said, oh, that's where it is. So that happens too. So check your spam folder. Please be patient with Teresa while she sends out the instructions. Huge thank you to Teresa for sending those out. Huge thank you to Patricia and Lindsay and Brennan and Kyle. We have two Kyles. And Cole and Cody and Miranda and Sarah and who am I missing, Alana? Atlanta. I already mentioned you. Who else am I missing?
I don't know. I think you got everybody.
Is that everybody? There's got to be more. What about what about Dee and Leslie and
Alberta crew?
That's right. And who else? You have other people, I swear. Matt.
Liam.
I didn't mention Matt. Liam. Oh my goodness, how we forget Liam? There's so many folks on our team.
Sarah and Teresa.
I said Sarah. I said Teresa. Yeah. I said Miranda. Anyways, everybody on the team, thank you so much for all your help. Appreciate it. We'll talk to everybody soon. And again, thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. We appreciate it. Hopefully everybody stayed safe today. So we'll talk to you soon. Jessica says Brennan. No, I mentioned Brennan. Kyle says Matt. Yeah, there's Kyle right there. Brennan, who's moving right now. Yeah, he's moving, but he'll get all settled in, and then we'll get our Brennan back. So that'll be nice. We miss him. He's busy, but he's floating around in our team chat. He can't help himself. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna go get this fly. That's my plan. It goes like this: shut down the live stream, get the fly, eat some food, watch the radar, and maybe come back potentially on YouTube and Twitch. Maybe. Let's assume I'm not coming back, but if things get really interesting, I'll come back. So, anyways, bye everybody. Goodbye. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.